How are you doing in your new team?
On the new team? I'm doing so great. Cause it's real.
I can hear you pretty badly.
You can hear me
Mm,
badly?
yeah,
Nice.
it's like a lot of static.
No, it's because it's a shitty program.
Really. Mm. I guess we should be using rate call, huh?
Nope, that's a shitty program too.
uh, do you think there's anything you can do to fix that?
Do you
Or is
hear
it as
static,
bad?
Robin?
I can hear it. It doesn't really bother me though, but I can hear it, yeah.
Like you both kind of sound robotic, so I'm thinking maybe it's my connection or something.
You sound fine to me though. Might be something wrong with the connection. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, this might be bad, but maybe it's gonna be fine.
Uh, well, I can't. You gotta make a judgment call there. Like I can't hear it for you.
Well, the problem is if people can't probably hear a drop, then it might be bad.
Yes.
Do we have a channel on Battle.net and do we start on NA or do we start on Europe?
I'm streaming now, by the way, just so you guys don't see anything
Okay,
super mean.
I'm gonna turn on my stream soon too. Just gonna figure this out a little bit. I can hear you fine now, I think.
I turned off a fan, I guess it was just causing that sound.
Maybe I can change something in the TeamSpeak settings so it sounds better, but... How about now? Can you say something?
Hello.
Not really any better. How about now?
Hello. Hello.
Okay, even worse. I mean, worst case, we're just gonna do it over your stream, I guess, if it's gonna be too bad. Do we have a better channel, by the way?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think the sound is actually too bad, so maybe we should just skip my stream and only do it on in controls.
Your channel was edited.
Is this better?
No.
Ask Victor and Alex.
Can you ask him? Because I'm not on Skype anymore.
Oh.
I love that fucking, it says liquid in control on the sidebar. Looks good.
It doesn't look good. Doesn't look quite as good as EG actually, I think.
You think so? That's one of those names
Yeah.
that people hate, the one that's just all fucking abbreviation.
That's what I want to go for actually. Like if it would be like EGTL, TLO, RC or something,
Yeah.
I would be so happy.
The RC would have been incredible.
Yeah.
EGTL RC, and then we like get another sponsor, like, I don't know,
EGTO.
ZAM. It's like EGTLO RC ZAM. It's like, oh my god. Alright.
Yeah. I think it's basically pointless if I'm gonna be streaming if the sound on my end is gonna be like that. So I'm fine with just doing it on your channel. It's not like
You know,
it's 100% necessary. I think.
it's my plan all along. This is how I'm gonna make my millions right here. Tila, let's take charge of this shit. Let's make it channel TL versus. Well, there's just gonna be people in there. If you go to if you go to a team channel, can you boot people from that, or does that not work that way?
Like no, just make a chat channel.
All right, TL versus EG, then just go there.
Are you in America actually, or in Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, America, good.
All right, I'm gonna jump out.
I had you added as a friend, but then you never came on NA.
User left your channel.
Oh, this is how you do it. God, that commercial's so good. Dang, rabbit. Alright people, bear with us. This is esports, which means we haven't started on time yet, but we're not expected to. We promise you we'll start in the next 5 minutes. Fucking promise that. Oh, man.
Yep. I think it goes well with the theme of tonight, so... not gonna be taking 5 more minutes, or 10, maybe 20.
Alright. Yep, and here comes the inevitable people that are just going to sit in the channel for no reason at all. Guys, if you're listening right now, if you could please not come into the channel. That would be nice. That would be really nice. I know that this is the internet, so we're just, you know, people will just come anyways, but there's no reason. We're going to fill up space and make it more confusing than it needs to be.
Indeed.
All right.
So my team is absolutely ready. What about Team Liquid?
Fucking, this is the thing. Like I was like, guys, are you ready for this? And they're still drunk. They're trying to, like, they don't know how to get onto the NA server.
Well, I guess my team is at least comfortable on the NA server. I mean, that's where they're practicing all the time.
Yeah. Which
is nice. It's nice to be on top of the food chain of, you know, a small pond. I can't really blame them of not trying to get out of their comfort zone. I'm happy where they are.
Thorzane is not accepting messages from me because I'm not on his friends list. This is incredible. Go message my Team Liquid guys. I told them to be ready at 10, and they all like kind of mumbled and.
Well, why did you tell them they should be ready at 10? It's not.
That's a good point.
It's not America.
Well, no, I told them the right time zones, but how much time do I need to give them? You think in the future? Is it like an hour or two, maybe, or?
I mean, it depends like how fast you tell them beforehand, but not like you're known for punctuality, I think, or like them. It's not. I don't know why I'm using us. Or...
Wow, a lot of people did leave the channel, by the way. That's internet. I'm thoroughly impressed with you, but that also makes it weird for the guys that didn't leave.
Yeah, that's awkward.
And say. But kudos to the people that actually left and the people that haven't joined. I do appreciate that. That makes this a lot easier.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that really could leave if they would be so kind. But I understand that they don't really acknowledge your authority yet, after all. I mean, people have to get used to the fact that you're now on a much more demanding team nowadays.
Right.
I'm not sure if they really expect you to be up for the challenge. You have to prove yourself.
That's true. All right, Tilo, we're ready for the first map. You want to make it? It's Steps of War. My first player is Liquid Hero, bitch. Starting with one of the workhorses.
Mine is gonna be JYP, and he's gonna be JYP with the golden voice. And if you want to make it Steps of War, it might as well be a PvP. But I think we should probably take a proper map.
All right, go ahead and make, and invite us.
Do we have a map pool anywhere? Probably not.
Nope. We're picking them out of chat between our CEOs. This is the last map they remembered. Victor Goosen's from back in his cheesing days. This is what he remembers.
So did he say map or not?
Yes, Steps of War. That's what I said.
Oh really? Okay. So well, then we're gonna go for it.
Victor Goosen's wanted that one.
I'm surprised he didn't take what's his name? Coolest Ruin, I think.
Yeah.
The most memorable game on there, if you recall.
The map
what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Nobody should. I actually wonder how many people still are around from those days that have witnessed this glorious match.
But not as many, I guess. Let me see here.
So, yes, you're on.
Yeah, guys, if you're complaining about lag, I don't know what I can do. I'm sorry. It's fine on our end. So, might be a Twitch thing. I don't know.
It looks fine. Looks fine here.
Your player doesn't seem to understand the map. You might want to. You know how to, speak Korean to himself. That yeah. All right. And your player's trying to cheat too, that dirty EG scumbag, obviously trying to get around the system. He doesn't understand. He can't play Protoss. Stupid idiot. Once Hero gets in here, he'll totally understand that this is an off-race show match. I guarantee it. He knows exactly what's going on.
Well, the thing is, my player's at least here, so that's
true.
That's already a good start.
True. I gotta whip this boy into shape. I need him and Tasia to show up to everything. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta be there on time, and they gotta be there so that they can get the all kills immediately after the non-Koreans played.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't see. I actually only see Hero of your team so far on the channel.
God damn it!
So,
is that right?
I mean, unless you're really praying to God that Hero's gonna do a 5-kill. I'm not sure if I believe in that.
Let's see. I think you're right. I think I only have the one guy in there. All right, 1 second.
It's just people just aren't that motivated unless they're making the right kind of salary. I think I really understand. But my people are all there. I mean, they know that so many things are gonna happen to them if they don't follow the rules.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
EG players are known for. Yeah, they're always known for following the rules and conduct of
Well, it's because
tournaments.
those fines. They don't want to lose any money. You know what I mean? Like, it cuts into their 401ks and their health insurance and.
Oh, it looks like Hero declined the lobby invitation, so
okay.
I think you really gotta get your players in line. Maybe if I invite him in the game, maybe that helps.
Yeah. All right, this is our second attempt to get him in here.
Looking good. Good start, I think.
Fucking esports.
Oh, he made it. See?
All right. See, Hero clearly understood that. There you go. TVT. All right.
Well,
let me see.
to be fair, he could look at JYP already having picked Terran. So monkey see, monkey do.
Maybe.
It's not really the same kind of start.
It's, I know it's a little bit different for your people, but outside of Germany, we try to look at people beyond just race. Okay.
Okay. Well, the thing is, in America, people are actually still using the term race, which I find to be a little bit strange.
You guys have ascended beyond that? Is that what you're saying?
Like, if you would use the term race in German to define a person, that would be really bad. Like, you
All right,
just don't
kick
do
this
that.
off, TLO. Kick this
Okay,
off.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Really excited about this.
I'm a little bit worried that my players might be stream cheating and telling JYP, but
That is a,
you know,
yeah, that is a concern. EG has been, they're filthy that way. But I gotta say, when I first joined the team, I learned some really cool techniques. Like I understood that the players started telling me kind of their custom, so what I could expect when I start traveling with them, and they talked about how TL only gets one bed, one room for all of its players, so they all can share a bed. This builds team spirit. It takes care of the girlfriend issue, and it saves a lot of money too when they travel. And I thought that was an incredible technique.
looks like Hero's not entirely prepared for the start of this game.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not referees. You should probably have done that. I'm not as used to casting and hosting like you are. So
you'll get there though. You know what I mean? Like now that you're on EG, you'll figure it out. That's pretty much all we do. The players, that part's just like that's fluff. You know what I mean? Like that just gets in the way. That's what we do because we have to.
I know, it's just all production value, really.
Yeah.
That's, in the end, all
that
matters.
You know that. You're starting to learn that.
After all, StarCraft 2, I mean, this whole thing about being a competitive sport, I think we should just accept the fact that, and EG has realized that we are an entertainment product, and, there's no shame in admitting that, really.
No, that's just money. It's not even about shame, really. It's just about the money.
Yeah.
Lots of it. Okay. Hero is going. I mean, this is what I like. This is what I appreciate about my players. Like this wall-in makes sense. It's something you'll see in pro gaming play. Hero, of course, spans all 3 races at the top level. He has to. He's the guy that's supposed to actually win. JYP on the other side. I mean, I look at him and I think, what sense does this actually make? I mean, he actually could be. He could be drunk right now. He's become a wedding singer. He's found money in that, so his playing slipped a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, I do understand the confusion why you don't understand him not walling off, because I know you're not that active as a player anymore.
Right.
You're not in the loop entirely anymore. But I think it's great
true.
that he's not walling off. Steps of War is such a small map that the wall getting busted by like a tank push or something is a much bigger threat. So saving up some money and the depot on the back, I think it's a good move by the EG player. And
it has been years since I've played, so you're right. That does make
sense.
Sense.
I know. I'm gonna go easy on you on that term. So
no, that's okay.
It's fine.
As a Team Liquid player, I'm used to people being pretty upset with me just in general. So I have thicker skin. I can take it. You know.
Yeah, that's good. I think people in TL get thick skin like that.
Yeah, and as a non-Zerg too, I'm due for retirement. I mean, I know I just joined yesterday, but it just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much pushing me in the direction of just stopping and not playing anymore or retiring.
Yeah, to be fair, it's tough on TL. Like, Victor has been suggesting so many players to join the team, but every single time all the Zerg players are just lobbying against him.
Yeah.
You don't want to have any Terran or Protoss. You know?
For the Swarm. It's not for the My Life for Ire's Swarm Terran Dominion. You know what I mean? Like, they don't say that.
Well, the problem is we already have Hero and Teja who ruined the fact that Surf finally gets, nerfed even more so that Zerg players can complain more.
Yeah.
Don't really want to have more Terran players on Protoss. Actually, JYP losing his Reaper pretty sloppily.
That is pretty bad. Like I said, there's a good chance that he's still drunk right now. It's the weekend.
I think he's gonna get a fine for that, maybe. Actually.
Yeah, you think so? Because that, you know what? From what I remember, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
You just can't do that. Not that early. And the tough thing too is Alex doesn't really understand StarCraft 2 like he does Dota 2, so he just sees a Reaper dying and not doing anything, and he's like, we have an automated fine system. Actually, just sends a text message to a certain number, and it just deducts something from your salary. Usually about $900, which is okay because when you're making $150,000, $900's not that big of a deal.
No, in the grand scheme, that's more like a little bit of a slap on the fingers.
Yeah.
That's actually what we get. We get a little slap on the fingers. Like,
well, yeah, you have to. Without the salary, I mean, you got to do the actual physical punishment.
Yeah, it works out pretty well though.
And you can see here, Hero again just very quietly, very nervously, is taking a pretty big advantage in all things. You know, he's ahead in supply. He's down 1 SCV, which is pretty bad. I look at that, and I expect more from one of the two players in Team Liquid that we expect to win. And
yeah, I think Hero's going for a much more gimmicky style, getting a much later CC. Oh, beautiful scan by JYP. He's actually seeing every single bullet. Good start.
Oh, see, now that's going to be a slap across the hands, too, right there. There is actually a Reaper counterattack from JYP, but that actually just could be... It's just stumbling around. It's not really...
JYP is actually completely supplyable.
Oh, yeah. So that's another fine, at least. Alright, here comes all the Harvesters. I heard they're good against... Yeah, this is...
Yeah, they're good against Hellions, especially nowadays, where you can just lift off even easier with the speed boost. So it's fine, though. JYP is still fine. He had a much earlier CC.
He does.
So he's only behind 5 brokers.
He does, yeah. And now the Viking actually chasing back this... Look at that. Look at that. Drunken Master Micro. There's the boost. Very late boost. It does get away, though. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I come to expect from Hero. That's what I come to expect.
Yeah, that's good. It's really known for his micro. I'm not sure, like, if the EG Protoss players are really up to par to that kind of stuff.
Have they done... Have you, by the way, done the daily steak dinner yet with EG? They fly us out to one of the best steakhouses in Texas, and we have that every single day. Have you done that yet?
Not yet, but it's definitely gonna happen as soon as I get a flight to America. Which is, of course, gonna be business class. I mean...
Well, we have a private jet. That's just gonna pick you up, I thought, right?
Oh, really? Alex didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, I hate to reveal that for you.
Maybe to spoil the surprise, Joe. I mean, there's so many surprises that I'm still gonna get spoiled for still. So
did they have you join the Masons yet either? I'm just wondering how on schedule they are. They usually take this. They get this stuff taken care of pretty quick, but.
Please. There's one thing I was already part of. It's obviously the Masons.
Okay. Sorry.
How do you think I got into EG in the first place?
Right. That's a good point. They wouldn't just let you join willy-nilly. Here's that tank push you were talking about. That's interesting. You were actually right about that.
Yeah, this is actually serious commentary here. So how about that, huh?
Yeah. And Hero's just gonna go for the counterattack, it would seem.
Oh, actually.
Oh, he's got his own tank now, though, so he's completely safe. From what I understand in TVT, he's completely safe now. He has his own tank.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, he's gonna counterattack.
Oh, I'm not sure if the
He did leave his tank behind, though. That's not the standard we come to expect on Team Liquid, but it looks like it worked anyways.
Yeah, well, JYP has a second base already up, so that's really good. Hero actually put all his mules on a single mineral block, so one of them is already mined out, which is,
Did he do that?
What you want to do.
Okay, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. We have much higher standards in Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk to him about that. Actually, I won't even talk to him about it. I'll just kind of glare at him until he understands.
Yeah, maybe you can talk to Victor and introduce him the fine system as well. I think it's very effective.
You guys, by the way, I did not know about... I mean, I'm really enjoying kind of the relaxed nature of Team Liquid. I did not know that we played so much League of Legends. That's really interesting. It's a big team bonding experience. I do appreciate that. But, and the farming system, the account leveling, that's a great way to make some extra money on the side. I really appreciate that.
Well, I see that you're confused about that mostly, but it's not League of Legends, it's Dota.
Oh, so, right. They're kind of the same thing to me.
I understand, because your Dota team is not all that relevant, so you don't get that much of an experience in looking, like, watching Evil Genius's Dota. I don't even know if that is a thing. Like, I was watching TI3, I think, and I didn't see EG, so I'm not sure if EG...
Well, you saw one of EG. The Alliance was there. I heard they did pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Like, that little fake EG. I'm not sure of that.
They're pretty real. It's just they're not EG. We just made another company because they have that much money. You know what I mean?
Are they in the Masons too? I feel like EG is more of an exclusive company than the Alliance. It's like, it's a B team. It's basically the EG B team. That's how I feel about the Alliance.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
they're too game focused. They're not nearly as marketable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, they just spend all the time practicing.
Right. I agree.
I don't know what's that about. I might want to, rethink that strategy really.
It's really weird. JOP is doing a lot better than Hero, and I gotta be honest, between the wedding singing, the alcohol, and the lack of EG focus on actually winning, he's just kind of getting it done.
I think he's just very reminiscent of like when EG was still really relevant. So playing on a map like Steps of War is just really giving.
They're more familiar with it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like many of EG players are still practicing those maps. You know, it's nostalgia.
Yeah, I was concerned for a second there. So, I mean, obviously, once we get the page, there's nobody that's going to touch him. That's just been the way it's been, so I'm excited for that. But right now, Hero's just getting bashed by JOP, he's kind of like our Zenyo, you know what I mean? Like, people kind of forget these on the team.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I mean, he's really in the spirit of EG, though. Making a singing career now, it's basically
I know.
Through.
And in Korea, there's a huge karaoke culture. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, absolutely.
He's got a lot of potential that way. Okay, there's that Doom drop finally. Let's see if JOP did notice it. That's weird. Did not expect him to see that.
Well, I did tell you we have a bunch of players in the channel. No, not in the channel, but in the game. So they get this without any delay.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I wouldn't be surprised if they told him. No, I wouldn't be angry. It's really just team spirit.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like if you don't do that or something like that, gets up, goes into the main. It feels pretty desperate right here at this time. I feel just JYP with most good stuff with more skills.
JYP's just marching. Yeah. I have to talk to Hero about this because I know this is just an off-race show match, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like. The losing is supposed to happen when we start fielding, you know, your Rets, your, who else?
Yeah.
Actually, it's just kind of Ret that goes to tournaments now, right? Like.
Yeah.
We used to send you know what I mean, but now that you're on EG, you've got to start focusing on casting and posting.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough because you kind of still have to put out the image by streaming a lot of StarCraft 2.
Yes.
But they did tell me they're actually rebroadcasting a lot. So it's not like
the idiot community doesn't even notice the difference. It's fine. You just rebroadcast something from a while ago, and they all think it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
one
great.
of the best money-making mechanics I think I've ever seen in StarCraft.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that myself, but I just didn't have the self-confidence to do that. But you know, EG really taught me the self-respect to just not care about anything.
Right.
Go for it, because in the end, money speaks, and I don't need to talk to people.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Okay.
Good.
It looks like JOP is about to wrap this up, so let's see if Hero can hold on. He does have incredible talent. You just can't see it in this game.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Usually he plays Protoss. He's not used to this many weapons, I think. I think the sheer potential of Terran is what's locking him up here. You know what I mean? And
oh, I mean, it's definitely true. It's Terran. You just JYP gets it. That's what you're doing in Terran. You go for it. I mean, as a product player, you know, that's the most effective in games. Well, that's basically the only way to all maybe.
Do you think they know that we're playing for pink slips on players? Like, all of a sudden, now Heroes on EG and JYP just came over to Team Liquid?
Well, I actually did tell my people in the channel before that. I hope Alex relayed the message that whoever is not performing well in this team match is not going to make the cut to the team. So they know. I mean, probably reflected in JYP's playstyle, to be honest. Pretty good.
Oh. Okay, so they want me to do a couple adjustments here. I guess we need game music. Sorry. I'll play some music for you guys. And sound effects they want turned down a little bit. Where's the sound effects? Is this it? That's it. Turn it down to 50%. Alright. Sorry guys, on Team Liquid, I'm not used to hosting like show match type stuff. I'm used to just practicing my butt off and still underachieving. So I had all my, I had sound turned off. I had sound effects turned way up because I need to hear those things as a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It takes some time to getting used to that kind of practice regime. It's just nothing that other teams are used to. It really grinds you down, and the first 2 weeks is like having a hangover, sleeping 3 hours a day, and getting back to practice.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see. I actually have
next-
the opposite problem. I'm like the gluttony is kind of coming in now, so I feel very slow because of all the lobster and caviar I'm eating all day. It's really tough.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting our next player out. 1 second, guys. So that's why you're seeing.
We're gonna be sending
Mr. Giant Pig.
I see.
Well, who do you think? Obviously, right? We just lost a match.
Well,
we need to.
yeah.
You know who it's gonna be.
Well, I mean, it depends. Are you gonna do the 1 or 2 player formula, like sending 1 or 2 players before you send out Teja and get the all kill?
Oh,
that's the question.
we thought about that, but we just wanted to cut right to it and just get Teja out there.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
From an EG perspective, I would rather stretch out the show match a little bit more so we can put in more product placement and advertisement. But now that you're at Liquid, that kind of marketing is just not there in the team.
We have our prize, by the way, TLO.
It's all about StarCraft. Oh, what is the prize?
Now, this is going to take a little bit of explaining, but I think people understand. Oh, okay. The losing owner is going to donate $500 to the players of the other team. And the reason this takes a little bit of explaining is because for Alex Garfield, he doesn't pick that kind of money up off the floor. But for Victor Goosens, a former failed poker player and now a US or UFC gambling degenerate, this is actually, that could be a mark. That's a trip to Vegas. You know what I mean? That's a black. So that's actually kind of a big deal, and we're really excited to announce that.
Yeah, that's great.
Map's going to be Metalopolis. Go ahead and host Metalopolis and invite our players in there. And I guess we're doing all-kill format?
Yep.
That's too bad.
Oh.
I think this will just be the Teja show from this point forward.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thank you guys for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate it. TLO and I had to cut into my practice time. TLO, of course, is leaving for a hosting gig. Is that what happened to? Are you hosting WCS Season 3 finals now in Germany?
It's not announced yet. You can't say that.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What am I, slasher here, ruining spoilers? But we felt like cutting into some pretty important time here on Sunday, so I hope you guys do appreciate it. And if not, I promise that we care. I promise. All right.
Okay.
Oh, make us refs.
Referees.
I want to be able to berate Teja in real time if this doesn't go the way I think it should go. Oh, he's playing Protoss. This should be fine. Yeah, go ahead. That's good.
Okay. Seeing Sino is actually really warming my heart, considering to be on a team that actually has people that are young coming in.
Right.
It's nice to see. It's nice to see.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you, our strategy, you're seeing it. If Teja doesn't win here, we're pretty screwed. I think it's Rhett that we go to after this. And that's about it. The rest of the guys don't really play StarCraft, so...
I feel it's a little bit on what you're doing here.
Do you guys still have Huck? Is Huck on your team, or is that...
No, it's...
Oh, son of a bitch. You gotta remake. I'm the guy with the music.
Wait, what?
Replay saved.
Oh, we all dropped? Oh, did you host the bad Metalopolis? Do you remember that? That's a thing.
Good old times.
Do you remember that when maps used to be like... I don't know how they just drop you. That's a thing that they do.
Yeah, and it actually... But there's only one, like...
Then host it, just host, it doesn't matter. Whatever map. Just one that doesn't drop people.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, what was that terrible one? The space station tile set one where that you had an expansion behind your main?
Scrapyard. No, behind your base? Oh, you mean desert? No, not,
You know what I'm talking about?
Delta? You mean this 4-player map? Where
Yes,
you
it's
had,
a
like, cliff at the...
Yes.
Oh, well, Delta Quadrant, I think.
Delta Quadrants. No, you got sick memory, man. Let's do that one. They're gonna... This might be before... I mean, that's GSL Season 1. Did these guys even play then? I guess they probably did.
It's definitely gonna be new to Xenocider. He's gonna be... I
Oh, this was before he was born. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a history lesson to your player. This is good. I feel like this is character building. You know,
yes.
You don't even know what like whining about balances before you've seen those kind of maps. So I don't see you in the channel, so
I'm not what? I'm supposed to be there. I'm in there.
Oh, I was in the TLO the Crate channel, which is the EG channel.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not in that one.
Yeah. Easy mistake. Oh, Teja knows.
He knows?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, of course he does.
See?
Yeah,
Look at Sino.
Yep.
Isn't that...
Make us captains or whatever the fuck it's called, and... I mean the poop. There we are, we're referees. Alright, so yeah, just so people understand, there's a $500 bet going on between Alex Garfield and Victor Goosens. You all know who Alex Garfield is. If you don't know who Victor Goosens is, he is the silent owner of Team Liquid and Team Liquid Pro. He doesn't even ban people on the website anymore. He lost his passion a long time ago, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, didn't you do his dirty work for a while?
Yeah.
You were banning for a while.
I was a little bit too enthusiastic, is I think the term they used for when I was a banling.
Yeah. This is actually a nice tile set.
I'm telling you, I'm sad this map is gone. Look at the texture. There's a cliff over the expansion behind the main. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Food War. This is like literally the most Food War-esque map and gameplay we're gonna get in StarCraft 2. It's really sad we abandoned that old kind of style. Somebody is lagging, maybe? No.
Oh, yeah. Tasia just called him up. Yeah, that's a bad word.
Oh. I think JYP's just...
JYP's flying off the handle. This guy's ego off that one win. Good lord.
Oh, I actually do have network spikes. That is a little bit strange.
You're having spikes?
Yeah.
It's probably because the Seahawks are playing the rock in the internet right now.
Yeah, that's true.
The entire internet.
But if the game doesn't have spikes on your side,
nope,
so that's fine.
It's perfect. We even got a little bit of rock guitar going on right now from the Terran music, which is completely in balance. It's better than Protoss and Zerg combined.
That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to... I think my internet quality is just gonna keep declining now that I'm at EG and not gonna be able to stream as much. As soon as I'm gonna move over to the EG layer, it's just gonna be unbearable.
Yeah. Well, it's... A lot of the money is being siphoned and focused on our Dota squad right now. Did you know that they are the Big Point champions of 2013? Our Dota squad?
Oh, do you mean Alliance?
No, this is the actual EG one. The real one. The one that says EG on it, in the front of their name.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Big Point, man. That was a $2,000 tournament. And to put that into perspective for you, that is one of your daily paychecks. So, that's... For them, it's a lot. For Dota, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, for Dota, it's definitely it's a yearly salary.
They usually get paid in French fries, but for this, they won an actual tournament. So, we treated them and ordered them some Qdoba. They had Qdoba for one day.
Yep. I actually did hear they actually put prize money in French fries. Like that's the currency they're using in Dota.
Yeah.
Which is something you should be very familiar with.
Well, it's age appropriate. Most of those guys are about 14 years old, so it's kind of what you have to do. But also, I coming over to Team Liquid, really proud of our team. I know that our team, we actually traded another player in Dota. They do this quite often. And then we also retired IX Mike because he was kind of EGS, you know what I mean? Like he was too focused on his personality and being kind of a nice guy, and and he didn't win the international, so we retired the crap out of him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just true. TL players, we're basically like livestock. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, we're being traded for other players without consent. You know, but whatever you're gonna do, it's, you know, TL really only has the best interests of the community in there, and the interests of the players should play that big of a role there. So EG is much more honest there.
I believe that is the case. They put it out there pretty hard.
TL just, you know, is very good at pretending. I think, you know, many people say I'm fake, and now that I'm EG, I'm actually gonna be able to show my real personality.
Yeah, I feel like
which is like a big, it's like a big burden that, you know, that is getting lifted.
Just get to lift the veil on that. That's some shit right there. JOP is absolutely cheating.
Yeah. That's
how do you scout out? How does that get scouted out? That's.
You know, I would. Oh wow, there's a clip there.
This map was made for Reapers.
Too bad. Back in
they have Reapers back then? Yeah, they did. Okay.
They did, but they didn't. Yeah, quite as useful.
Not quite as useful.
They definitely did not have oracles though.
Nope.
Oh, I actually really think he should be killing that Reaper. He's gonna lose the pylon.
Otherwise, the Reaper will just kind of shut that down. He's not sending another probe either. This might get there just in time. It's gonna get there just in time.
Oh wow.
Popped up to the 3rd level, the very elite place to be. But
yeah.
JOP has actually stream cheated himself into a pretty good position though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You're also taking the very Teja-esque, actually, back in the days, you know. Back in the days when maps like that was played, Teja often took bases like that.
Between you and me, TLO, to be brutally honest, it blows my mind that Terrans don't do this more often. That base will never be scouted in a million years, and the Terran build looks the same anyways.
Yeah, and even if it does get scouted, you still probably won't lose the base. And it's not like you can walk over there with your entire army, or like half your army, because that Terran is just gonna attack you and kill you.
Right.
So, if you do that and just put one bunker in there, it's basically, you know, it's unbeatable. But, you know, it's actually good. JYP is teaching Teja a few things.
Oh my god. JYP is kind of falling apart right now, actually. Okay, he did get that jump straight up. Teja, I mean, this is what I expect. If Teja's going to lose this, I'm going to be honest with you, I was going to need to go offline for a minute just to brutalize him with a bamboo stick and yell at him a whole bunch. Which is what Victor Goossens told me is kind of the norm inside Team Liquid. If our foreigners lose, we make a news report about how they had a good run, but if the Koreans lose, it's like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? What is going on?
You know, makes me wonder why I don't get that kind of attention in TL.
Yeah.
If I would have been...
Well, you're kind of the darling, you know what I mean? Like in that documentary we saw of you, it was like this little guy, maybe someday, and then you did join because you made a bunch of nukes, and since then, you've made some deep runs. A couple of top 8s at DreamHack. I mean, that's above and beyond what any EG player's done in the last 3 years.
That's true. That's very true. And, you know, I'm gonna remember those memories very dearly.
Yeah.
Now that my pro gaming career is basically, I mean,
well, you have to remember it. You have to live off that. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I won a national championship in 2007, and I won't shut up about it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep the dream alive. Otherwise, what do you do?
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, there's so
think about Artosis' position. He can't even do that. You know what I mean? So he has to focus on tasteless pro gaming career and talk about that.
I know. What a burden that must be.
It's tough. They don't have a lot to go on, but it's more than what Artosis does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. They're pretty good at just, you know, and I think that's something EG can still look at. They're just pretty good at repeating the same content over and over. And you're doing the report course nowadays, but there's definitely more potential to just. Basically, I mean, come on, we have been doing StarCraft 2 for 3.5 years. We can basically just stop and report for 3.5 years now. And if we do that, we can do it one more time, and then we already have the same time as Cold War was running.
You sound more EG by the minute. I think this assimilation is going great.
No, it feels so good to not having to think about any community
competition or community. No, it's just about the money. It's about the greenbacks. That's all we care about.
Absolutely.
Pretty classic
And-
JYP, just going to pull some cheese here. He's got all his SCBs again. This is not a real timing, but...
Yeah, there's still no combat shield, I mean, it's 11 minutes.
No, it's a really bad attack. But Tasia has, for some reason, put himself in the corner and now missed a force field, so it looks like JYP might luck box his way. No, actually, there's only like 8 Marines in there.
Yeah, and he...
Oh, never mind, there's like 17.
So, Tasia
Oh, he's
has
dancing
+1
Tasia
armor.
with the spirit.
Wow.
Wow. Tasia bringing the attitude, because he's just so... And you know what? He did that at an earlier time than a lot of people, but Tasia's not... He doesn't know what losing looks like, so he just kind of...
Yeah, it's true.
I think he's gonna know what it looks like in a few minutes, though. Well, okay, now there's some Archons.
That is some Archons, and he has +1 armor. So
Oh, and
together
JYP's not upgrading at all because he's used to being a cheesy Protoss player, so he actually just...
Oh yeah, I mean,
He
what's
doesn't
the
even
point
think
of
about
trying?
upgrades at this point. Oh, wow.
What's the point? And combat shield is not even done yet either. Oh, it actually is done. Yeah.
Well, he's just getting... Okay. Oh, I feel bad, because I know that we're gonna win, so I wanna...
I mean, I have to face the fact that Tasia is the best player on the road, I think.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Wait, why are you scolding my player? You're supposed to be scolding Tasia.
Well, yeah, probably. Oh, see, he thinks you're supposed to manner meal now. It's usually after you win.
Oh, actually, should.
Alright, I was going to tell Tasia he could eat tonight because he just won, but... Alright, so...
Are you serious? Are you serious? You want to give him a meal after one
Replay
win?
save.
That's not how
No, that's a
Tasia
good
works.
point. You're right. We should probably wait
Like-
until he does the all-kill and then he can have dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think about it that way.
Jesus. You still have a lot of stuff to learn.
You have to understand, I'm coming from EG, so like after that one win, that's a pretty big deal to us, but I forgot that you're actually supposed to win the entire thing. You have to go the whole distance.
Yep, absolutely. And to be fair, it's still pretty likely that he's gonna get me on. If you have to face... I think actually EG, like my team has never beat TL in the last maybe 1.5 years in the StarCraft competition.
No, we're not, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like, just... When we face you guys, we notice there's more people on stream anyways, and that's actually what we report to our sponsors. It's not a matter of who wins or loses, just more that we got
it's
the
just
people there.
it's impressions. It's
Yeah.
all the video impressions. It's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still nice to like try to win a game or two more, so the broadcast just goes on longer.
Yeah.
But even like if you know you're gonna lose 0-5, in that case 1-5, you can just tell your players to stretch it out a little bit more. You know, make sure more people tune in. Just go for the long games. You know, even if you know you lost already, just lift off your buildings. I think that's what I'm gonna tell people. Because you know what we're not doing yet, and I think that's a big mistake. Is not running advertisement during games.
Yeah.
That is so much lost time, honestly.
Absolutely.
You know, and then, you know, I'm actually a little bit disappointed by Alex. He should definitely know a little bit better, and I feel like I can, you know, bring EG to the next level when it comes to monetizing StarCraft.
I think that's going to be... I mean, that's why they brought you on. All right, so who's your next player? And then...
All right, JD is gonna play, actually.
Oh,
you know.
okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
it
your
just
best
makes
bet at trying to stop us from just winning everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So for them,
Okay.
let's think of a really stupid map because they're both real tryhards. Let's do...
Oh, actually, that's nice.
Let's go back. You said it. Desert Oasis are one of those terrible maps. Desert Oasis would be pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I actually cannot invite JD because I'm not his friend.
Oh wow.
It's, you know, it's pretty. I understand that, you know, people are stars.
Here, I still have him on my friends list. Let me message Jay Dong real quick.
Maybe I can invite him now. Oh, it did work now. Good.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's so fast. He actually transcends time. Usually, he just kind of knew that. You knew that you were gonna invite him. And I am going to check ESPN real quick. Oh no, Seattle's losing.
We introduced motor oil back in 1866, and we've been reinventing it ever since. Valvoline, 140 years under the hood.
Okay. Okay, let's do this, right? Ready? Protoss vs. Protoss?
Good. Yep, looks good. Protoss vs. Protoss on this map.
Yep.
That should be fun.
Imagine the oracles. Or Blink,
Back in
actually.
Actually, you know what would have been really fun if we would have found like a beta version of StarCraft that we could have played on somehow.
Yeah.
And just play the real deal of how you're supposed to play those kind of maps.
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
on Desert Oasis, back in the days when I was playing random, I did have a pretty nice mothership rush off on base on this map. It was really
It's probably as nice as any other build in this map.
Yeah. Basically, the idea was you're going for one base mothership and you're recalling zealots and sentries into the main, and then just shut up the run.
Sure, I bet that did pretty
Good
well.
style. Yeah, actually had a 100% win rate on Desert Oasis. For some reason, was my best map with all 3 races.
I actually remember you and I played a game on here for something, and this is one of the maps you beat me on. It was.
Was it ever in any kind of Team Liquid tournament? TSR?
We only played one. No, we played a best of 3. I can't remember, but you were random at the time. It's way back.
Yeah.
You beat me with I want to say Terran on here, maybe Protoss. I think it was Terran though.
I didn't win any PvPs, so probably not Protoss.
PvP has been the guardian of true random players / race pickers forever. Idra was originally Protoss, and then PvP single-handedly made him go away from Protoss.
Yeah, Vitra actually
Yeah.
made me switch away from... Because I lost twice in a row in tournaments to him, when I was leading 2-0, and then I random Protoss 3 times in a row.
Oh my god.
And that's when I stopped playing random. So
That's a pretty good scientific test there, though, that you're like, okay, let's see, I won with the other races, and then I'm 0-6 with Protoss against him. Yeah. That's just that's random, though. Mirror matchups kind of stop people from truly doing that.
Yeah.
Like, think about a non-Zerg player playing ZVZ and how terrible they'd be at that.
Oh yeah, that would be... You know, and that actually shows that mirror matchups are the best matchups. They are truly most skillful.
Yeah. Well, they have to be. I mean, you're using the same stuff. There's no way to make up the difference.
In fact, I would lobby for a pure mirror versus mirror tournament format.
See, that's the Team Liquid guy in you speaking. You're talking about results and winning. You got to think about the entertainment value. If anything, as an EG guy, you got to think about a tournament with 0 mirror matchups, like they're outlawed.
Oh, that is true. That is true. And I see we both still have artifacts of our past lives, and I think we can help each other to,
we have to
transcend that.
It's only been 2 days. The transformation is still.
It's surprisingly fast. It's surprisingly fast, though. Actually, tonight I had a dream about Alex Garfield, and I feel like this is some kind of EG brainwashing that is happening to me right now, which is, at the same time very scary. Like, some part of me is still resisting, but I have never been as joyful about my life.
What was the dream? I mean, if you don't mind sharing.
Actually, it was actually a very, very grim dream.
Hang on, though. If it's a good dream, you might want to think about making it into a YouTube video to monetize it. Is it not that good?
I could make a movie out of it, but it was probably not that good.
All right. So you can tell us, then. That's fine.
Yeah. It was a little bit too violent, maybe. But
wow.
Actually, that monetizes very well.
Yeah, that's just fine, especially for the American audience, which is what you're now pandering to, because you're.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. Like you guys are all about violence. If it would have been like a sexual dream, I could have done it. But
like a sexual deviant dream is much better for Europeans, whereas violence is what the Americans like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of the cultures we need to get used to now that we are mostly European-based and mostly American-based. And Tasha going for probably Dog Shrine.
You think so?
Well, I guess Desert Oasis is kind of good for Blink Sorko as well.
That's what it could end up being, but as you can see, Jaedong, he's really cheesy normally. He's going for something similar too.
But that is very... Oh wait, is he just gonna go for like
one base like Marine medevac? Yeah.
Prob?
And it is Blink. You're right.
And Techa is actually gonna scout the whatever JD is doing. So it's really not the best kind of build. I feel like he's not used to.
He actually
picking
has
out of
no
the box as
Marines
much.
out. This Mothership Core could just end the game.
Wow. Okay.
He's adding
So,
3 add-ons right now. He has no Marine.
so
This
when
is
we were talking
a
about,
6-minute Mothership Core rush.
you know, when we were talking about whoever's gonna get the pink slip, I think JD still hasn't won a tournament, and now he's doing that. So
Yeah.
I think this is it. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this was EG JD. That was a good run. But
It's going to be Team Liquid JD in a moment here. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's about time we pick
A
somebody
single
up who's not
Mothership.
relevant
This is a
anymore.
Velo's worst nightmare, what he's watching right now.
Yeah.
He hates
Actually,
the Mothership Core.
Actually, you guys should all be messaging David Kim, I think, because this is unacceptable. Because a player like Showdown shouldn't be losing.
Oh no, this is totally acceptable. Think of how funny this is for people watching. Like, that's absolutely fine.
That's true, and actually the Mothership Core only got 5 kills, so...
Oh, Tasia, and... Okay, good. With that time stop, I won't have to beat him. I was thinking about it, though. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, but this looks pretty good for Tasia.
Yeah.
He has some stalkers.
It's funny that even in an off-race show match, Tasia still all kills. You know what I mean? That's weird.
I mean, he was saying himself, Terran is very bad. And
Oh,
I
so
think-
he's actually better right now, you think, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he just doesn't want to, like, if Tasia would switch to another race as Terran, he would just destroy StarCraft and kill his, you know, own stream of money. Because nobody would want to watch it anymore if they know Tasia is just gonna all kill every single tournament.
It'd be like a fighting game tournament. Sometimes those guys they're the best and they don't lose.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, I think if you look at stream numbers,
Right.
you know, it's
Nobody
just,
watches those. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You wouldn't want to. It's like a... It's like
No,
a
it's
middle school party.
It's just self-preservation, I think, by Tasia to play Terran. Good move.
It's nice that Jaedong was able to kill something, though. You know, you don't want him just to absolutely lose. Okay. Well, that's it. Team Liquid's marching on, and I gotta be honest, this is very foreign to me, but I'm getting used to it. I like it. I like watching Tasia beat on everyone after
Replay
Hero has
saved.
lost. This is I'm enjoying this.
It's very comfortable. It
Yeah.
does, like, that is one of the parts where you get that itchy feel of not having to work to
Yeah.
earn money. It's something that we have very similar, like, both our teams. Tasia is kind of the Alex Garfield of Team Liquid in terms of just, you know, making sure you make money without having to properly put in the hours.
And the nice thing, too, is that after watching Tasia win everything, I then get to claim a little bit of that fame, you know what I mean? Like, I get to be
Yeah,
like, well, that's...
exactly.
I won that
Like-
tournament. I did that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, if it's a team league that is offline,
Yeah.
you know, sponsored by my team, you're still gonna be on stage.
Yeah.
And you're still gonna, you know, everybody's gonna be clapping for you when Tasia wins the tournament. And
Right.
you kind of feel like how it would be.
Okay,
Nice.
so who's the next lamb to the slaughter that you guys are sending out?
Oh, well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna ask who wants to play. I guess. You know, it's.
You gotta
it's
tell them to
getting-
log into StarCraft 2. They gotta shut down the Dota client too, and then come over.
Okay, Sinocider is gonna go. I think that's.
Okay. Yeah, actually, he hasn't been corrupted yet. He should still be pretty StarCraft 2 focused.
Yeah, I think he's still gonna be motivated. I mean.
And the nice
I
thing
don't know.
too about our recent Chinese American acquisitions is that they're kind of like Koreans in the sense that they'll just play StarCraft. You know what we do? I mean, we sit them down in front of a computer and they'll actually just practice. So it's kind of a nice go-between.
Yeah.
I think Taldor alters the map, by the way. Go ahead and host that one.
Taldor? Okay.
And this is
I was
another map
thinking-
that predates Sinocider by about 5 years.
We introduced Motorola
There's a
back in
commercial somewhere being
1866.
ran.
And
I
we've
think
been
it's pretty good
reinventing
for
it ever
shows.
since.
Like Taldor,
Valve,
out of any maps, is
140
probably still one of the more
years
normal maps in nowadays context.
Yeah. I don't know where this commercial is being ran. So opening the stream. I apologize. Oh, here it is. Son of a bitch. Alright. I have too many internets open. What do you guys drink on Team Liquid? I haven't figured that quite out yet. I mean, it was a pretty solid answer for us on EG. We just drink Monster, but what am I
You know,
allowed to drink?
It's just anything that's liquid, really.
I can drink
Okay.
anything that's liquid?
Yeah, that's fine.
By what
That's
company,
bit-
though? Like, is there a company that I need to be focusing on, or?
No, that's that's you're trying to get everybody to sponsor us. It's not
Who do
working
I?
out yet.
What do I tell people when I'm drinking? Like, what do I tell them? Who gave it to me? Like, I don't understand just drinking. What do you mean drinking?
Oh shit! I actually almost paid myself.
You did.
Oh no! Oh damn it! Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to remake.
You have to remake
It's
that.
just if I see EG logo, I just want to go at it. And
You want to
beat
jump
that
in there
person.
and lose, and then let Tasia do the rest. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and
Replay
rehost.
saved.
It's important to keep up the save.
Right. You do have to put. Okay, that's good. I appreciate you saying that because I was trying to resolve in my head what do I do with these non-hero and Tasia guys, but I like what you say about Facade. That's you got to create the illusion that they matter. Right, so I'll work on that.
Yeah. Even though I would expect you have a lot of experience when it comes to that, by your own
The
team.
Facade, yeah.
And yourself
yeah.
as a person too. Like many people would say that already before StarCraft 2 came out, that
Yeah.
you lost all relevancy, but you've been
Yeah,
keeping
well,
it
I
up.
was still around. You
Yeah.
remember those MLGs where I beat you every time I played? That was
Yeah, I mean.
I was still pretty relevant then. It just didn't last as long as I would have liked.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
There we go.
Yeah, that's true. The good old days of proxy piloting.
Yeah,
I
mean-
think that was a golden age of StarCraft 3. Really.
I agree. I definitely agree with you.
So in that case, I would say you're anything. You're basically the pioneer of
Yeah.
the way that StarCraft 2 is played nowadays.
I agree. I think that's. I appreciate you
You are
saying
one
that
of-
because I think that is how
No,
it is.
it's true. Like you
Yeah.
were one of the first foreigners who was saying, "I'm gonna try to win no matter what."
Yep.
And it's remarkable. Oh, I was dropped. Turns
What?
out like this is.
Son
I
of
was
a-
dropped.
Is this one of those maps too?
How many maps did we have back in the days that we
Replay
had to
saved.
keep remaking?
All right, let's think of another bad map. What's
But-
that? Kulos Ravine. Let's do Kulos Ravine.
Yeah, that sounds.
That'll confuse
that,
him.
Oh yeah, that is gonna be something for Sino.
This one's for my CEO, Victor Goosens. I love you, baby cakes. He defeated Idra at MLG on this map, and a lot of people think this is where Idra Rage was actually created.
Yeah, actually, if you look at the way he developed as a person, you can definitely see a very steep cut
Yes.
at this point, and
In the chart, if you were to track Idra's Rage, it was kind of a simmering, grumpy old man status, but after this game, it hit a climax of, it
was just full
mass
psychotic
murderer.
rage.
Yeah, it was like Joseph Stalin level. He went pretty high there.
Yeah.
And it
Actually,
never really calmed down, you know what I mean? Like, Kittens will
No.
bring it down to Hitler, but he'll shoot right back up to JS
Yeah.
pretty quick there. Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
that game was basically the Serbian assassination before
Yeah.
World War One that led to the catastrophe.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
actually, this is how the map looked like? Oh yeah, it is.
Here we go. This is nice too because
Oh,
I have another show to do, my D&D show, and
Oh my God.
we like had to slot 3 hours time, but I forgot about Tasia just beating everybody. So,
Oh,
uh-oh. Hang on.
do we need to remake again?
No, we're fine. I heard fumble from the TV in the other room, and I was making sure the Seahawks didn't just fumble.
Oh no, because okay, Tasia switched to Protoss
Yeah.
just before it started.
No, that's just good strategy. That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, Xenocide made pretty horrible mistake picking Zerg and Kulas Ravine that, stems from the fact that he was basically still an embryo.
He was a fetus, probably an embryo. You actually might have the date more accurate. This
Yeah,
is weird.
that's-
This is like him learning about a new type of hippopotamus. You know what I mean? Like he's just not even aware of it.
No.
Look at the
it's not.
towers. I forgot about that.
But the towers?
Yeah. Imagine a Zergling at every one of those towers. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
You'd see
But
it.
then imagine a medivac just flying on the cliff. Actually, do you remember back in the days people played like a Viking style on this map, and you would just land a Viking?
Oh
and
my
Queens
god,
would-
that's right. Yes.
Yeah, and queens only had 3 range, so they couldn't even, fight back.
Did they only have 3 range at the time?
Yeah, of course. That's when that's the term patch Zerg came after people had.
Queens can defend everything now.
Yeah.
This map is terrible for Zerg, though, in defense of all Zergs that have ever played here.
This is just bad in every single
Look at this
regard.
natural.
To be fair, though, how do you take a natural as a Protoss against Zerg on this map? You just play 3 gate?
I mean, yeah, but everyone knows how to 1-gate expand these days. Because you can just take a 1-gate expand there. I mean, your SimCity is going to be really dumb, but unless they do like a 1-base speedling opening.
Yeah, that's true.
And if they did do a 1-base speedling opening, I guess you're just kind of dead, but... you know what? What we should do is just watch Tej and see what build he does, because he's actually got a program just to win. So he might actually just... He'll show us the answer, you know what I mean?
That's
we don't even need to theorize.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just 4 gates, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I did every single time I played on here, for sure.
Yeah. And it did win you, matches.
Yeah. Several matches.
Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna 1-gate expand.
Yep. Being very solid. And is gonna see it with his drone. I'm not sure if I'm happy that these drones coming, actually,
Yeah.
But I do understand though, because EG doesn't only have Zerg players, so he's not watching Zerg players, playing all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
No.
Yeah, Mothership Core's gonna pop out here, which makes him invincible, I think. I think that's what I heard on the forums.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it flies and it shoots.
Zerg doesn't do that right now. Not until Meatless, and that's when the Zerg would then win, but...
I'm pretty sure this map is actually much more horrible in Heart of the Swarm for Zerg than in Reigns of Liberty.
I think it does only get worse.
Yeah, which is pretty remarkable, to be honest. Like, you could literally make a Nexus offensively to kill that hatchery of Zerg.
Oh my god, a Nexus on that high ground and then you photon overcharge the mineral line? Oh wow, and none of us, look at this, in the first game, this is how far StarCraft 2's come. I don't think anyone's ever done what Tej just did. Like, he just very simply walled off one of the entryways. That makes sense.
Nope! People did that, I think.
I don't know. They kinda did it, but I don't know if they fully walled off one of them like he just did. I'm gonna be honest, I remember playing Protoss back in the day on this map. We didn't do that. First of all, we didn't expand for 15 minutes, if you don't remember, too. It was all 1-base crap everywhere.
Yeah, which is strange, because we played Brute War, so we should have done better.
I know. We had to relearn everything. There's
Stargate. It's like StarCraft 2 like, literally made you more stupid when you were playing Brute War
somehow.
before. And I don't know what happened, but everybody just forgot everything they learned on Brute War. Like hotkeying units, just, just make everything on one hotkey, because now you can... Well, that is an early Roach War, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and early Roaches. So, again, going with the cheese route, but this is Tej, you don't really do that. Oh my god, that pylon! I love it, it's got its own little bush.
Yeah, it's very cute, but...
No creep spread, you'll notice too, of course.
Actually, Xenocider did take out the probe, it's kind of
yeah, he saw it too.
Take it out.
That's fine.
But I'm not sure entirely what Xeno's, game plan here is.
Oh, he's just gonna lose. Yeah, he's just gonna try to all in here.
But you can't do that.
Yeah. When Tejas sees the roaches like he does right now, it should be a Void Ray. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
He's gonna have 2 photon overcharges, and he's gonna warp in a bunch of sentries, so...
Yep. Yeah, this is some very disappointing commitment.
This is really bad, yeah.
Like, should see this doesn't have a lot of entertainment value.
You'd think so. You'd think so.
Yeah.
He's still in the tryhard mode though on EG. Like he thinks winning is what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to push that out of the system.
Oh yeah.
I think.
This is a very this is the thing, and you need to talk to him about this. This isn't fun to watch. It's not competitive, so it's not even like accomplishing what he wants. It's just all bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he could have played Terran and made some nukes. Oh no, he's Terran.
He can't play Terran, so I mean, he could have played Zerg and made it more interesting, but instead he tried...
And made Nidus Worms and stuff.
Right, exactly. He's even got Morlings coming out behind this TLO. This is...
Yeah, this is pretty desperate.
This is pretty
to be
bad.
To be honest though, I cannot blame him. Like, this is what Kulas Rubin does to you. It's just
Yeah. That's
it
nice. See, now
literally-
you're getting it. You're making excuses for him too. I like that. That's now you have to
No,
do that
I
on the
mean-
forums. You realize that you can't just do it here. So after
it's
this game,
true.
you need to go on the thread and talk about how. I mean, you got to
I
just
just want-
basically call everyone an idiot. You know what I mean?
And I just want to point out how Team Liquid basically chose that map. Like, I think
Exactly. It's not.
You just
Yeah.
told me it's Kulas Rubin, and I already had
Yep.
picked my player.
And Victor Goosen's Nazgul. This is Team Liquid's map. I mean, this is where they originally beat EG. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he did with Protoss as well. So.
Still going after that gateway. It's really painful to watch.
Yeah, it is. But maybe
And now he's
Maybe
making
it's because
spore
the
crawlers
gateway-
and spine crawlers. What does he think? He's going to drop mules and make money or something like that? This kid. You can't just build things willy-nilly. You actually have to earn that. You know what I mean?
what is Tisha actually doing? Oh, okay, just going.
He's just
That's
making.
good.
He's having a heyday right now. He's defending
I
the
just want-
gateway.
I just want Tisha to let him kill the gateway. Oh,
Yeah, he
that's
did.
very nice
He
of
let
him.
him kill the gateway.
You know, that's very kind of him. Just
You
to
can't
give him
just.
a little-
Yeah, you can't let. You can't just. You can't watch
It's-
Xenocider just suffer like this all game long. You know what I mean?
No, it's,
Give him
it's
something.
just a little. It's the little victories that keep you
Yeah.
from retiring.
He's just a child. You can't put him down too hard.
Yeah.
Well, now the overload's coming out too.
Something like that can prevent somebody from turning into somebody like Idra.
Exactly.
If they just give you the little,
And without Idra, think of the countless millions that EG made off of that image. You know, the pictures, the graphics, the tournaments.
I
Not
know.
won, but attended by Idra, so that then people would tune in. Like it would change. It changes the landscape of all of StarCraft.
Oh yeah, I mean.
If Idra
I'm
would have
pretty-
gone to Dota and just been one of the Ragers, because Dota's made up of Ragers, then he never would have
Yeah.
stood out. Think of the change in history.
and in his life and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually he really got lucky.
He did.
In the fact that he picked the game in which not everybody is a raging lunatic. Like,
Quite the opposite. Everyone's like very proper and concerned with manners and stuff like that. If he would have played
Yeah.
Counter-Strike or LoL or Dota, he just would have been another one of the numbers.
Yeah.
A very good player, probably, but nobody
and if
like
it-
they'd be like he's totally mild-mannered there.
And if you think about it, he's probably not even a good rager in the big
Exactly.
in the big context. Like
Exactly.
he's just standing out because we have like a lack of ragers, but he would have
Yep.
been like a pretty average kid in Counter-Strike, where like there are so many people that are used to forming those skills. And
That's a really good point.
communicating.
Greg doesn't have the ability to go like full racist or full sexist, which is what you need to be a top-level rager.
Oh yeah,
You can't
absolutely.
just keep it to the general backyard basketball curse words. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go big.
No, you gotta make up racial slurs yourself.
Right.
And you're gonna create different commentator spinning. I don't think we need to commentate. on
I'm
that,
getting used to
because-
this. I'm getting used to this. Seeing an EG player lose and Tasia win. This is. I feel like
Replay saved.
I feel a sense of normalcy. Oh no. 17-0 now. Come on. All right.
Okay.
Who's the next lamb to the slaughter?
I think we're gonna pick Ben.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it is online, so I guess he does have a chance.
So how about we're gonna play Scrap Station, I guess?
I like that. Let's do Scrap Station.
Okay, so what's the score right now? 3-1?
It's 3-1, and I think we're playing a best of 9 or something. So 2
Okay.
more.
Is it a best of 9 though? Are we sure about that?
Best of 7 or 9, something. I think
Okay.
it's. I think if. I think it depends on how bad we win. Like if we just drop the next one. I mean, at least let's go. Let's get the Muslim out there. So just go ahead and invite me.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, I have to send out the Muslim. You know, he's one of those players in EG that really are
Yeah.
there to represent the team.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the darling of the community, I think.
The Muslim?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
people. I mean, his biggest problem is that he needs to check StarCraft2stuff.com or something, whatever it's called. Game site where they rank players after their handsomeness, and I heard he's very active on that.
Yeah, as long as you keep StarCraft out of it, he does pretty well, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna have a CVC. Teja actually is just going all around, and you know,
Yeah.
it's not even enough for him to just win with an overpowered race like Protoss. He
He's
also
going to do
has
a
to win
Zerg as well. The underpowered
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good. I mean, we already know the result. That's the boring part. I guess that's where, and if you think about it, that's the glue that keeps everything together. We already know Taja's going to win, but it's up to the EG player to Muslim to make it interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to make it a story.
You got to make it fun. You got to make a story, like you said. Yeah, you got to. That's what the fans need. We already know Taja's going to win, but how does he win? Is it a boring game like Xeno? And Xeno failed. That's why he's early EG. He's young EG.
Yeah.
We need more of the JYP kind of flavor, more exciting stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, but you know, he's still, as you're saying, he's young and he's gonna learn.
Right.
The competitive drive of Xeno is gonna vanish in the Euro to the latest, I think.
Exactly.
And he's just gonna go full entertainer and stream, maybe call people names and have a good life.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking at our roster. And we're trying to figure out who the next Idra is going to be. And based off of like the rise and fall of results, it was slotted to be Huck, but Huck doesn't have, as a Canadian, he doesn't have the meanness in him. You know what I mean? You need that little extra pinch of evil. He doesn't have it, so we think it might actually be Xeno.
Well, what I'm thinking is you need a second machine, actually, because to me it feels like everything evil and bad was extracted out of him.
Must be balanced.
And put into Idra.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I can, you know, understand.
Oh, you know what?
Like how
you actually bring up a really good point. So it's a relation. It's a parasitic relationship. So I feel like you suck the evil out of Xeno and you put it in Suppy, and then you now have the machine Idra relationship, and people can make that joke again. That was a really marketable joke.
You gotta think big though, because I think Xeno and Suppy are both very nice. So what you can do is you can have a third person. They both suck the.
Okay.
And then you have a super Idra, because people don't want to see just another Idra.
You need to increase it. Okay.
That's
why they brought you on, Dario. These thoughts, I didn't even think on that level, man.
That's why they picked me, because I'm
that's why they traded.
You know, I'm the creative brain of the community. I basically invented every single way to play this game.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I think that might actually be true.
Yeah, it is, because it is. Okay, both players actually playing standard builds.
Yeah. Just a standard old ZVZ on Scrap Station from 3 years ago so far.
Indeed. You're gonna see each other from the very beginning.
Those expansions 10 million miles away.
Yep.
In case you guys were wondering at home, those rocks in between the two bases, yep, this map is as bad as it looks. And there is an island base randomly between the two up in the sky.
Indeed.
And the gold, a million. Remember when people would just launch to the gold and take that like as their natural and shit, and we wouldn't know what to do?
I know.
Across the map, we'd be like, oh no, what do I do?
I actually was helping Nazgul practice on this map, and he invented a one base, I think 3-gate Immortal win. And I had to play it against him like 30 times in a row, and he did.
How did you not kill yourself after that? I
know, it was quite the experience. And the thing is, it worked almost every single time, because sentries back then still did 8 damage.
Nazgul's like, again.
Yeah.
27 and 3 is not good enough. We must go more. No. No. Alright.
Okay.
Both players doing exactly the same build. This is interesting. And they're both Terran playing Zerg, so this is like a Terran's interpretation of what you're supposed to do.
Well, they're just both playing the very standard safe style, so it's very Terran-esque. And the Muslim actually gonna lose his Overlord maybe.
Oh yeah, unless Taja just gives up on it. Oh wow, and he does. Okay. He gave up on it. That's. I gotta make a note. I gotta yell at him.
That is very true.
Oh, you didn't make us captains again. Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can't yell at
about
them in
that.
real time now. Yeah, it's alright.
So speed is gonna finish off for both players. The question is who's gonna make drones, who's gonna make lings, and the answer is Muslim is making lings.
Yeah.
And Taja's the fly block. No, he's
Oh,
he's just
see, now this is why. Look at Tasia. He's so good.
yeah, that was actually smart. He's just
Couple of
saving up.
banelings right
Yeah.
there.
And he was saving up. He was saving up the lava to see what he has to do, make drones or not.
Oh wow, they're gonna go for the main actually. Interesting.
Oh, you know that's just not how
Well,
you
backdoor banelings, man. And he's even injecting, so he's
Oh,
devastating. 8 drones. 8 drones. Wow.
But
So
just
should
the
the Muslim GG now, or should we play it out a little bit more? Do you think?
I think Taja is gonna GG him basically. You know,
Okay.
he's basically gonna GG him out of the game by just
Okay.
going for it.
And again, Muslim failing to make this interesting. I think picking Zerg was a mistake. He should have gone for perhaps the flashier Protoss, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think this is your fault actually for
Okay.
picking Taja so early. You know.
Yeah,
'cause-
that's actually. I'm still trying to figure this out. We should have gone Rhett, and then someone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually thought that you coming from EG would have understood.
I know.
Understood the
I
fact.
know. It was definitely this is actually really bad Ling Baneling right now
Yeah.
from both of them.
That is-
It's pretty. They're both like, no, let's back away. Let's do the more fun stuff. No, actually, Taja's gonna make more.
Yeah. But oh my god. No, the bailing doesn't get killed.
Oh my
And
god.
this is exactly what we were talking about. It's the two players that don't play the race or
No.
make a mirror matchup. It's
It's
just gonna
so
be-
bad. Oh my god.
And now it's actually looking pretty good for the Muslim because his Spire is on the way and it's gonna be finished when the Nair of Taja
Yeah,
finishes.
I don't know what happened to Tasia. Something
maybe-
didn't compute. He just kind of like locked up in the design here.
Yeah, he was thinking like, when am I gonna type /dance? But then he was like, how am I gonna do
Yeah.
that against Banelings? Can I really do that?
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
So it didn't work for him.
Yeah, and Muslim's in a good spot. Spire location's really bad, but we'll see if that actually matters.
Oh, and look at that rock next to the Spire actually. That was one of the strangest things too.
Yeah.
Like, not only did you already have to like defend a really vast area because your main and your natural is not lining up properly, they could also kill the rock to have another path
Yeah.
to kill you.
It was pretty terrible. Okay, and now the Muslim's gonna back away after successfully doing really bad. But there's 7 Milos popping out, and this game might just actually be over in a second here.
Yeah.
Taja's actually taking a third.
I mean, what is he gonna do? He has 1,000 ornaments.
His best bet is that these Zerglings need the Milos to help, and then he builds Spore Crawlers, and hopefully they build fast enough. But Scrap Station is so close.
He's making Spore Crawlers already.
Oh wow,
so.
he already is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gonna lose the green, but gets it checked off still. And I mean, Taja's not gonna die right away, but it still looks really, really bad.
Pretty bad, because those Lings aren't. I mean, the Lings of the Muslim are gonna. Yeah, and the Overlord's dying now.
Yeah, they're all just out there. It's so funny actually watching two players that don't play the race that are usually like really good players. They still make those really, really bad newbie mistakes when not playing their main race, like having all the overlords out there. I mean, not like that doesn't happen to me sometimes.
Of course.
But it's, you know, it's different because I'm not being paid for playing good.
Right.
I'm not a
so
Korean.
many Overlords dying right now.
Yeah, he's never gonna be not supplied like anymore.
He's never gonna be not supplied. Well, it turns out that third wasn't a great idea. I think
Well,
we do
I
learn
mean,
that.
at least it's saving him a little bit of time. And Taja,
Oh, yeah, he has to
actually-
go home.
Yeah, actually, this is working.
Actually, this is pretty good for.
Oh, but now.
Oh no, he's
okay,
coming
now-
back. What is he doing? Go
He could
kill
actually
drones.
have killed like all the drones.
He could have.
Now Lings are gonna kill the
Oh,
third.
well, this
I think.
game's gonna be sloppy forever. Oh no,
Oh.
Taja, what are you doing?
Maybe the Muslim is gonna attack into a spore because he doesn't know that one spore will actually
Look
kill
at the Muslim's 1,000 minerals, by the way.
Yeah, they're taking turns when it comes to that.
Yep, third goes down. The Muslim's gonna have gases.
Oh, the Muslim only has 2 drones on his gas. I wonder if that is... No. And it... Yeah, actually, if you look at the 2 geysers, that must have happened in the 2 banelings.
Oh, wow. Probably a while ago. Now Lings are coming in here, there's no answer for him.
Oh, the Muslim has +1 armor for meters.
Oh, Tage is forgetting
Oh.
4 of his... Oh my gosh. I am going to yell at him so bad. The amount of bamboo stick.
Yeah, drones are being killed in the natural. So, it is actually not going to be a Taser out though. So,
This is... what do we do from here? If you can give me some advice, I actually don't know what it looked... Who comes after Tasia?
You know, we played a lot of leagues where you can just revive a player, so we would normally just revive Tasia.
Just bring back Tasia, okay.
You know, that's...
It's like the 3rd might down, actually.
Yeah, it might. But I guess in this case, you're probably gonna go... It's always hard, because most foreigners are not very good at upracing compared to Koreans.
Right.
So I actually don't know who you're gonna pick.
This gold gets spotted, actually, which is nice. And now, Tage is attacking the gas, and the Muslim's a million miles away, but Tage doesn't know that, so he's going to back away.
Yeah, Things are gonna try to run by again. Probably gonna get intercepted by meters, unless Tasia decides to go for another aggressive.
Taja's gone into try-hard mode, though. He could win from here. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want to lose even in this.
No, but I think he's like 2-4
I don't know, Meatless just died because that Spore Caller shot at one.
Yeah, but the Muslim does have +1/+1 upgrades, which means he's only gonna have, and he's starting +1.
He's starting +2
+2 now. Yeah.
Oh wow, he's way ahead. Never mind. Tasia needs to fight over Spore Crawlers. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid is gonna happen because non-Zerg players don't realize.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, how freaking ridiculous they are.
And Terran players don't really read forums because
No, I mean I don't think
playing
Terran players
effectively there.
They don't even know like any of the values, the units and stuff.
The Muslim is really good ZBZ. And these Spore Crawlers are really poorly placed by Tage. Like they could be forward and this gas would stop dying.
That's true. Tasia losing
attack.
2 bases. No, losing 1 base but not killing the base by the Muslim. And those Viras could actually be trapped if the Muslim just goes for an intercept course now. Like that's the kind of geometry that Terran players just don't have the education for.
Well, they don't need to. Usually, just kind of a move. You know what I mean? You don't really need to figure about flanks and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
You know, they were doing an article about how StarCraft 2 makes people more intelligent.
Yeah.
But I would really like to see the different results of the different races, and I think it would look very poorly for Terran players.
I agree.
So the question is, does Terran playing Terran, does it even make you less intelligent? The question, really.
Right, I agree. So here's that Spore Caller.
Yeah, it's gonna kill.
Does get one Meatless killed, and another one. Nope, that one's gonna heal up just fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine in about 5 seconds.
If he would have put 2 Spore Callers there, I think 19 Meatless would have died, and that would have been what Tasia needed. But with just 1, only 5 Meatless die when they show up.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised the Mira count is still so even, considering that Muslim has so many more bases so much longer already. But
yeah. Well, he's gonna have a 3 upgrade advantage. That keeps happening though. These little Meatless of the Muslim just kind of wander off and die. Which again, is not a big deal because usually those are Marines, and it's like you can do that. You know what I mean? But here,
if you're playing Circle, every single unit is precious.
Really weird Baneling attack. It's like, hey, let's just randomly make 9 Banelings an attack. What are the over? Yeah. Oh my God! Is he doing the Brood War thing? No, he's clicking. He's doing the Brood War thing. You remember this?
Oh yeah. Of course he wants to
bring your Overlords in.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that well.
Nope, doesn't work great at all. It's a 4-base Zerg versus 2-base Zerg. This should not. Oh, the Queens might be interesting, I guess, but that's about it.
Yeah, but the upgrade advantage is going to be too big. I think that's the key moment here.
Here, let me zoom out so you can see this in all of its glory.
If you just click on the Overlords, can you see how little damage they took? Because I'm pretty sure the Glaives might prioritize like...
Replay saved.
fighting units.
They're smart glaives, man.
I could see that happening.
All right, let me consult my team here. All right, 1 second. I have to bring this guy out. He's being a little bit shy. All right.
Okay, you gonna go for red?
No.
Oh, there's some random guy.
We're very understaffed here on Team Liquid, so we're actually going to reach into retirement and pull out Hey Pro.
Oh,
and,
good choice.
Hey Pro is going to play this one, and I think because he is retired, he gets to play Zerg. So go ahead and host. What was a Hey Pro map? What map did he beat Nesty on? What was one of the maps he beat Nesty on?
I really cannot remember. Maybe he's gonna remember. He had a really
test
good
bug.
map.
Let's do test bug.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit more new school.
Yeah, a little bit more new school.
Oh, actually, it's just not there. I'm looking for it. It just doesn't exist on this.
It doesn't exist.
Yep.
You have it, or no? It just doesn't exist.
No, it's just. Oh, maybe it's 2 words, not 1 word. No.
Just do Daybreak. Do Daybreak, you know?
Really? But Daybreak is...
We'll be nice. We'll be nice to Hey Pro. He's just coming out. He's gentle. He's coming out of retirement.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some lenience, just, you know,
Yeah.
for the sake of making this broadcast go longer and making more money from it. My battlenet is not working properly. Just, you know, something new. Oh, we could play Shakura's. Though.
Sure, Shakura's Plateau. Bring it out. Let's do it. I'm all about that map.
Battlenet is being really, really slow.
It's because of the sheer amount of people just clamoring for a chance to join the channel and sit in there.
Shakura's Plateau. Here we go.
Alright, you found it?
Yep. I actually... Oh no, I did invite him already.
Alright, thanks again for tuning in, guys. This is a really awesome match. The Muslim doing what very few EG guys have done before and has actually won a match, a best of 1 against Tasia.
Yeah. Is it actually maybe the first?
Yep. But we have reached into retirement and brought out Hey Pro. From what I understand, he was busy. He is actually he's an Uber driver now in New York City, if I understand correctly. Is that the career path he went with?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so. The Muslims are getting all upset about this. Alright, just go ahead and start it.
Okay, I'm just, yeah.
Okay.
But that's good, so the Muslim is going to be able to make excuses when he loses. I'm happy.
You have to.
Yeah.
When the Muslim plays, you have to have that ready to go.
Yeah, so I'm happy that option is out there for my player.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you'll learn when you're managing these players. You need to make sure of a couple things. One thing is, for the Muslim, you got to have the exit strategy. You know what I mean? You got to have.
Yeah.
You can't just lose. That actually hasn't happened. The wind is too chilly. There's a door creaking just outside of his vision, so that messed with his ability to pick up on the mini map. You know what I mean? Like you gotta find it for him.
Yeah, and the good thing is it's so easy to start a shitstorm against a tournament organizer.
Exactly.
Because people aren't rational. Like they love the Muslim and they just They just believe him, and they, you know, they're gonna.
It's the
contact the
accent.
sponsors.
Has a British person ever failed to charm?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We know that.
Yeah. Can't say that about German.
No.
Even though, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Even though he's
Hasselhoff?
absolutely great. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about an
Hitler?
actor.
It was Hitler. Adolf? Yeah.
No, I mean the guy in Django and Inglourious Basterds, the Austrian guy. How can I forget his name?
I know,
kinda
he's your only good actor, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there are some good, you know, some good local actors.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was a legend beforehand.
Yeah, that is true. And they're both Austrian, I think. Like, he's Austrian too,
Well,
so they're not even...
I consider
even
anything
German.
that Germany once owned still pretty much Germany, so you guys got a lot to pull from.
Oh, so like Mana, he's German thing?
Mana is German, Lucifron is German,
We actually never...
Cloud
we never,
is German.
I'm pretty sure we never owned Spain.
Are you kidding me? You don't remember... You really don't know that? An American is out historianing a German right now?
No, but did we own, like, did we have all of Spain?
They tried to become a Nazi state for a while there.
Yeah, I know, they tried to become a Nazi state, but it wasn't Germany, like, in the sense
Well,
of...
it was your political system that they liked so much. They kind of
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah, they were kind of doing their own thing. They were just inspired by the...
Like the Japanese.
Yeah, yeah, it's not like...
So actually, now that I think about it, you guys also get to claim the famous Japanese StarCraft 2 players, like... Daigo. You guys get Daigo, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
a
think I
famous
heard
Terran
of that.
player, of sorts.
Of sorts. By definition, by being the only Japanese StarCraft 2 player that
Yeah.
ever logged into Battle.net. It's actually a shame that Japan doesn't have any StarCraft 2. But they're
No.
I think they're all about like really strange games and fighting games and stuff.
Yeah, their community is really weird. You know what I mean? So they didn't. It got weird there for a while.
Yeah,
All right,
I
Hey
think
Pro taking the. I guess that's the better expansion because it's away from the Protoss.
Yeah, that's what you used to be doing a lot here. I mean, just by the fact that you're being pylon blocked.
Yeah.
But,
And check
you
this
know,
flow real quick. God damn it! It is 20-3 now. Come on, Seahawks. All right.
this is good old times. Proxy
Oh,
pylons
good,
on
good.
top
So
of the
Demosum
map.
has learned from me. I appreciate this.
Yeah,
And Hey Pro, if
definitely.
you look at his pathing, is
Well, the thing is, the problem
yeah,
the
okay.
Muslim is facing is that Hapro was most active in the times when they were playing maps like that, so he knows all the tricks.
And this is
No.
back when Protoss pretty much could only can rush to win, so he knows about it.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, 5
It's
drones
nice.
being
It's
transferred.
nice for Hey Pro to cut into his busy Uber schedule to come out and play some StarCraft though, too. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Oh yeah, I mean.
You don't have Uber in Germany, do you?
No.
It's a like a alternative cab driver company, basically.
Ah, okay.
Seems like something like Hey Pro would do, right?
He'd be a great driver. I mean.
Yeah, I think so. His attention to detail is really sharp.
Yeah, and he's known for his conversational skills too. He's very funny.
He's a very social, very funny guy. Muslim has forgot Warp Gate upgrade. Oh no, he just doesn't have the gas for it. Okay.
Yeah, he's just going for some cheesy Stargate flavor that to be
super
expected.
fast. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course he needs to. You know what I mean?
Actually, it's kind of funny because like skipping Warp Gate is something people do when they're off racing Protoss in that Circle Terran a lot. I like to do that.
You'd like to do that?
Yeah, just to defy the way Protoss is supposed to be played.
Well, this Stargate couldn't have been scouted faster, so hopefully Hey Pro will figure out a defense for it.
Well, he did scout it.
No, that's what I'm saying. He couldn't have scouted it faster.
Yeah, that is true.
Saw it right away. So far, it's just kind of making more queens.
It's still gonna be Phoenix. I think he should have made an Oracle, maybe.
You think so? Even with it getting scouted?
Maybe you should just make one Phoenix.
You know what? I'm sorry. The Oracle would have been more interesting. Phoenix is the more... That's just gonna win. You know?
Yeah, because I feel like the... Oh wow, he's not... Okay, he's checking the corner.
all the way into that corner of Shakira's plateau. I forgot there's water on this map.
Oh, there is actually.
Yeah, that's what they're... And it's funny because there's a space shark that normally floats, but this time it's actually in the water. Up top left.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he
I don't
just
see
misses
it.
the other one.
Oh! Okay, I see it. Yeah. It's actually a real shark.
Yeah, it's not even a space shark. It does have its jet backpack on, but it doesn't need it, I guess.
There's actually a good chance the shark on the cheetah is just suffocating slowly.
Right. That's also very macabre of you.
That's on tasteless and obtusus. Oh, yeah, Hepro calling out the Muslim for his
Yeah, it's
stream
definitely
cheating.
Well, it's EG, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean...
You gotta find a way to win.
Actually, I think we should just accept, because, you know, cheating is always gonna happen. We should just legalize it, because it would make the game more, would make the game more legitimate, because, you know, right now we have some players who...
Just come out with it. Yeah, I agree. Just be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, level the playing field. That's
Yeah.
easy like that. And if we want to be taken seriously like chess, maybe we should just reveal everything and get rid of Fog of War.
I agree.
Entirely.
That way,
Just,
the best player would win. You know what I mean? Like, there's no gimmick, no luck.
yeah,
Who can do better while seeing everything?
it would make the game much more exciting.
It would make
Every
streaming a
single
lot more easier, at least, because then both players would have the same thing going on.
I know, definitely. And it would help people like Nocho and stuff who are being accused falsely of hacking.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of sad that so far we haven't seen any TLO creep spread. I feel like your effectiveness as captain of Team Liquid is being shown. They should have picked up on that a long time ago.
No, that's very true. That's very true. But for some reason, there's very little other players who just, you know, follow my genius example.
I know.
Understanding of the game.
I'll tell you, when I off-race Zerg, I follow it. It's my doctrine. That's what I do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Dr. Dario always knows what's best.
The Muslim...
Oh, Hepro just ignoring the fact that there's going to be a base, even though he's already seeing the pylon, which is a pretty big indication.
How bad is the Spire right now, do you think?
Pretty bad, I think.
I think it's pretty bad, too.
It's not as bad as his 4th position, though.
That's true. Alright, third base under attack. I don't think this will work either unless the Muslim does not walk forward. There we go.
Who do you actually play if April loses? Because
we're running out of people. I guess it's just red.
Okay.
We're having a battle of the Terran off-raids, all killing either team.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Terrans are pretty good at operating because they don't need to spend as much time getting into their own race they're playing.
They have time to have their brains wander off to the other races and think of what they would be doing right now. And so that Spire's complete. He's going for 2-2 melee.
It makes me very happy the way the creep spread looks like. It looks very geometrical, I think. Like 1 tumor, 2 tumor, 4 tumors. And you can see that Hepro studied math to make a construction like that.
Sure, sure. I think one thing that leaps out at me while I watch this is that I think Hepro can stay retired. You know what I mean? Like, we're not missing out on too much here. But it's nice that he came out. You know, like the team spirit there is there. And that's what Team Liquid brings. Not the best level of foreigner play, but there's a lot of team spirit and camaraderie, and that's honestly, that's what people need.
He could have done a sick run by it, but decided not to take every single second. That's too bad.
Ends up being like a 9 Zergling run by. 1 queen taking out the Phoenix until they pay attention to it, and then...
Oh, lots of probes being taken out, I think. And 15 Evas now, but with the 6 Phoenix on the field, I feel like that's gonna be fine.
Oh, he is. Oh, so he has been watching StarCraft. That's good. He's doing the Jaedong meta switch.
Oh yeah.
There's actually more Phoenix coming out too. Did he scout?
And the Muslim is actually going double.
Look at that. The Muslim did not scout the Spire, but he's making more Phoenix. Have you ever been more sure in your life that someone's stream cheating?
Oh,
this explains the Muslim success online and his lack of success offline.
Of
I
course,
think your player is cheating.
Is there anybody who was doubting the fact that the Muslim is just cheating?
Well, the doubt's gone now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
More Phoenix. I expect a fleet beacon.
As I was saying earlier, I totally respect the decision. It's just be smart. It's a smart decision to make. And people are saying you should do whatever it takes to win games. And
levels the playing field.
Just, yeah, it's just taking it to the next level. He's just committing to his pro gaming career. And anybody who doesn't stream TV is just throwing away money.
Yeah, I agree. And that's not what EG does.
No.
Certainly not. Alright, HeyPro's still waiting. He's looking to reveal this. He might actually just...
Oh, it looked like how he's swinging to the left side to block the meters up.
Yeah, he's just going to counterattack. So he remembers that much. That's really good. Fortunately, it's not going to really matter. But...
Actually, it might, to be honest, if the Muslim has bad Phoenix control, and he's a Terran player. So
well, Terran players can you know, Terran players remember that they used to have to micro.
Oh, that's true. Well, I'm not sure if he remembers.
Actually, it's looking pretty bad. He's not really making any anti-air, and he's supply blocked. He's really supply blocked right now.
So if HeyPro just makes a lot of spine crawlers at his bottom base, I think he might actually win.
Oh my god. Well, he needs to get drones out at least. He needs to get drones to the left side of the map.
Well, or if he just makes 10 spines at the bottom, he just does.
What if he would have killed the Cybernetics core too?
Oh yeah.
Because there's like one Phoenix being made at a time.
There's still 4 Phoenix out there, but...
That's nothing though. They don't have range. They'll die. Yeah. Watch, they'll die to this 1/3 of the Mutilas.
No!
Unless HeyPro's not paying attention. He only has like 8 units. Oh, the Phoenix are getting trapped. Yeah, man, look at that.
Yeah, that's...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't think there's a probe out on the map, by the way.
There's 7 more meters coming out.
Wait, he does have 1 probe in his base too, but there's absolutely
Oh, it's in
no
the
way.
base? That's it.
Yeah.
And he has no proxy pylons because he doesn't...
But why is he making Phoenix?
He's gonna lose! HeyPro comes out of retirement and defeats the Muslim online.
Well, I think we can take back the rumors that the Muslim is cheating.
No, he said that Suppy told him that he was going ultra. He was cheating.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. HeyPro! Gonna come. He's just gonna kill all the buildings, but he's doing this in the weirdest, most sloppy way. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
What is the score now? Is it 4-2?
Replay saved.
Tasia got 3 kills, right? So it's 4-2. We need 1 more.
Yeah, 4-2. In fact.
All right. I have a player that contacted me that wants to play. We're gonna do a retirement match. Are you ready?
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll tell him the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have HeyPro against Stefano. Retired versus retired.
Hey, but Stefano's not gonna be allowed to play Zerg, right?
What's that?
Stefano's not gonna be allowed to play Zerg, right? I mean, I'm totally for it, because I'm totally EG, you know, in case I was not thinking about that.
I think we can do Zerg versus Zerg.
Well, yeah. Not sure if Nazgul is gonna agree to that.
Alright. And then for map, just go ahead and make Daybreak.
Okay.
And then invite him in here.
HeyPro wants to play Terran, so if HeyPro plays Terran, Stefano should off-race too.
Alright, he wants TVP, Hater, Terran. I think that's fine. We can do that.
Yeah. Is Stefano on the channel?
He says he's on his way.
You can invite
But
him.
we'll give him about a solid 1 minute. And then if he's not here,
Okay. You're gonna go energy on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're on. Let's be real here. We're taking this very serious now. So, Team Liquid doesn't
absolutely.
fuck around. I mean, if you're late, you're late. We'll get the win one way or another. We'll find a way to get it. All right, it's just waiting for him.
Yeah, that's Stefan just taking his time.
Yeah. Says he'll take the next one, actually. All right. May I recommend that you have Huck play against Haypro?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, what could be more
Stefanos says the
fitting?
game's not launching for him. He's probably got
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's behind mountains of paperwork and textbooks, and you know he's got all these kinds of things in the way. So
honestly, nothing else would be more fitting than the lost son that was sent away by TL without any mercy and
coming back to haunt you guys, maybe, you know what I mean? Or
yeah,
me guys.
He was just
Haunt me.
abandoned, and EG took mercy and took him in.
Yeah.
After he was orphaned by his own family.
So go ahead and invite
That's what
Huck.
happened.
Get Huck in here.
So Haypro
Huck
was
actually
happening.
probably pretty typical to his career is not actually in StarCraft 2. He might actually just be on Twitter asking to play, but you'll have to explain to Huck that you have to be
Huck is
inside
in
the game. He is in the game?
Yeah, he already joined. Don't you see him in the lobby?
Oh shit, I was scrolled down. No, I did not see him. Okay, there he is. I forgot. Much like in real life, you actually have to adjust your eye line to see Huck there. There he is, I see him. Alright, so let's not do another ZBZ.
Okay, so
I'm not going to do that. We've already seen a terrible ZBZ before. Is Haypro... Okay. TBZ it is. Now, just to clear things up, if Haypro wins, it's over. We win 5-3. If Huck wins, we go to the ace match.
Couldn't be more exciting.
Huck says his off race is so bad. I can imagine that. It's hard to 8-gate as Terran. You know what I mean? Like, how many barracks can 2-base support?
I mean, I know
it's not 8.
Supports 6 barracks.
Yeah, 6, I think.
From 1 base. Which knows that. Oh.
The bonus side for Huck is that he's not going to have to micro too much as Terran.
Yeah, and his macro is not going to be that hard.
It doesn't have to. Right.
Yeah.
If it gets too bad, you drop down a call down supply. If it gets too bad and you don't have enough of it, you drop a mule. You know, it's pretty simple. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually some good smack talk.
That is true.
Appreciate that. Nobody remembers Huck cheating or hacking in Brood War though, because he actually wasn't as good as Hater in Brood War. So when he hacked, nobody actually cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was
funny
the
that Huck is
rougher
putting that
reality.
out there.
They both hacked, but Haypro was actually a legitimately really good player, and so when he hacked, it got really bad.
Yeah.
But for Huck, he just kind of silently hacked on US East and played his BGH games. Nobody cared.
Yeah, I've never seen Huck in StarCraft. Like
do you know he claims to have been A on iCup?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I claim I was
not.
A- for a single hour, and that is true. But Huck being A,
no,
that's just a joke. It's a joke.
He claimed to have been on the Canadian national team as well, which is funny because I was the leader of the U.S. national team, and I don't remember ever seeing him. But he claims it.
Yeah. I, in fact, was in the German B team, and I was remote dropping, DT dropping all the time.
Oh, well, that's what you had to do as Protoss, yeah.
Yeah.
Against our Terran oppressors even back then.
So what I did in Protoss vs. Terran on Destination is I would proxy my Twilight Council, I would proxy my robotics at another place, and then you make a remote drop, and then you make a DT drop. was very good. Good times.
That's a lot of proxy. Look at this drone just sitting in there.
Oh, wow.
What a reaper. Huck's English is such a bedazzling conglomeration between, like, a child's interpretation of English, but then also, like, a grown man speaking Canadian English. It's interesting.
Yeah. Wow, April actually being sneaky. Hiding the drone.
Maybe a proxy hatch later, and then Nidus from that, Brood War style?
No, but... Oh, I was about to say the Muslim told Huck how to find it. But
oh, okay.
I feel
Well, it can't
like
be too obvious about it.
No, but there's there's a lot of tension between players in each.
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Everybody's very competitive, so you don't
Yeah.
really want to help your teammates too much. Because, I mean, the Muslim would be just more than happy to see Huck fail. That's it's just how EG operates. I think they all.
Well,
just
it's a
hate each other.
predatorial, like it's all a cash grab, and if the other guy looks worse, it makes you look better. So you just kind of climb that pyramid.
No, it's good. Like I actually condone behavior like that.
Yeah.
It's, the survival of the fittest.
Exactly. I know you condone that. In fact, you would even push for that to be a policy of some sort, right?
Yeah, indeed. And
maybe when you're older.
It worked well in history, and it's the way that America seems to be working nowadays financially. So.
Yeah, well, that's just more natural.
Yeah.
We call that capitalism.
Indeed, it's a good name to make a pitch to people. That,
all right.
That doesn't scare people as much anymore as in the past, and I'm surprised Paper hasn't scouted the Maniac again. He's just taking his time a little bit more.
I actually... Okay, the barracks is coming back. I was going to say, Huck's typing a lot, so I was really impressed with this multitasking. He's usually... It's just 8 gates and a pylon, you know what I mean? But right now we're seeing him, he was going to wall in, he decided against it.
Yeah.
He is making a second factory, he might be going back.
Oh my god, what is Paper doing?
It's not even scouting, it's just like, oh, I need to bring that home now.
You know what I think happened? He probably had one idle drone. and then just clicked the idle drone.
He just clicked it?
Yeah.
We just had our first supply block of the game, by the way. Let's give it up for Huck there. First supply block. It's gone now, but the next one's coming up pretty quick here, I think. I imagine.
Oh, okay, so Haypro is actually going for the patch 6 queen build, which is almost entirely counter to what Huck is doing.
This is really ugly to watch. He's at 44 out of 68 on supply, and he has 4 drones incoming. Like he's.
Oh, he has 3 factories. He is playing. He's trying to play an 8-gate this turn.
Oh, okay, yeah, he is actually. Just make more Hellions. So now he's floating the barracks. Okay, it's interesting. It's gonna go tank up some queen damage.
Yeah, and he's not making an orbital in his natural, so.
He is not. Okay, there it is. That is painful to watch when they don't do that for a while, though.
It does feel like casting the good old times,
Yeah. Or like early GSL when everything was terrible back then too.
Yeah.
He is 8-gating though. Look at that. He's actually got the Hellions just kind of sitting back. This is. It's gonna be weird when someone explains to him mid-game StarCraft 2. You know what I mean? They're like, "Hey, there's a middle part to this game." He's like, "What?"
Oh, now
after 10 minutes. What do you mean third base? Is third base like?
In the meantime,
what happens in a 2 vs 2?
Looking really good.
It was. Actually, there's not enough Hellions here to fight back the creep. That's what's happening right now. Look at that. There wasn't enough Hellions to fight back the creep tumors.
No, that was very strange. Okay, so Blue Flame is finishing up, and if Haypro is known for anything, I think it's letting Hellions get into his base.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be.
I mean, right now he literally has only drones. So...
He has queens, but they're just disgustingly out of position.
Oh, but is he gonna? Oh, he.
Oh no, this is terrible. Yeah. It's just bad StarCraft.
Okay, yeah, now he's stacking all the drones.
And there's 6 queens now corralling the drones, but already 13 have died.
And not a single queen on the ramp to prevent the Hellions from...
They're just gonna run by again, aren't they?
Oh, is he gonna get there?
He's gonna block it with drones, which turns out that's a bad idea.
Oh!
More drones? I want to turn it off, Kilo. I want to turn it off. Hey, Pro. You've got a patron to pick up by Central Park. This is not good.
Yeah.
We have a higher standard than this. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at this, and what I'm probably going to do is force him to retire again. I'm going to institute that he retires once more.
Yeah. To be fair, you shouldn't take away all the credit from Hebro. He did beat the Muslim. You know.
But that's not. See, you're already talking like an EG player. That's not good enough. We don't beat players and call that an achievement. We win tournaments.
Oh. Well, I think it was a good effort. He should just have screamed the match. I think that's really his failure.
Yeah, he actually has 21 drones.
Oh, that is just typical Huck,
Well, Huck,
on a good
this is the biggest win in Huck's 2013 career, I think. Actually, is beating retired Haypro in an off-race show match in front of 10,000 people. I mean, there's certainly the most people that have watched Huck in a long time.
I think actually this is gonna lead to a new high ranking in the illegal
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We're talking about dozens of points for him at this point, right?
Absolutely. I mean, April is much higher ranked than Huck, so should pay off pretty well.
It's interesting, Huck actually hasn't been making SCVs behind this, so he does only have 38 harvesters, which is still twice what Haypro has, but why is there a spore crawler? Oh, it's for detection. That's so funny. Oh my god, because he can't kill the Widow Mines otherwise because he doesn't have a lair.
So
I don't want to watch this anymore.
So I just want to put a stat out there. Haypro lost 83 drones and still only has 25 drones less than Huck.
Huck doesn't believe in making harvesters, man. There we go, we're shooting up to 8. Hang on. 6 factories, but with the reactor, it's kind of like 7. We're 1 shy. Oh, how are you so bad?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. I guess it's that retirement thing. I guess that does count.
Yeah, it does. It's count.
Not practicing StarCraft 2 and all that. I heard that doesn't help.
I mean, I think that's just Huck being really great. He just really did it what it takes to win.
Okay.
So
there's the next round of...
Oh, yes. So what I'm really wondering is when Haypro is gonna GG.
Well, remember, he has the lion spirit. He doesn't really GG. He's kind of...
So still 20 drones. I don't even know how. But Huck actually started to make his own drones now.
Yeah, he's made 7 harvesters in the last 15 minutes or something like that. There's the third.
So the game is at 40 minutes and we have 43 supply and still only
I love
87.
these merciful Hellions outside the third too.
Yeah, that's just interesting there. Pro players don't really micro 2 different kind of armies.
No,
at the same time.
you can't.
No, it's not possible.
No, yeah.
Only have 150 APM like most pros.
Haypro's gonna be able to transfuse this entire hatchery. Does he do it?
Yeah, I think.
Does he forget about transfuse?
No, he's just gonna bait.
Shout out to Greg. Greg is watching. We appreciate that.
Actually, Haypro really, improved his smack talk in his retirement.
Yeah.
Living, being out there in
the real
street.
world, yeah. New Yorkers, they're brutal. Huck
So it's
advertising that he plays a lot of 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. Again, that doesn't need to necessarily train. He hasn't qualified for tournaments. He's not traveling to IEM or WCG or he doesn't have these tournaments to go to, so he can play 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3.
Yeah, no, it's just really important to show the community that your players
Exactly.
social life. That,
Spend time with your girlfriend on stream. That's been the Thorazane approach for sure. And then in practice, if you can fit practice in, it increases your ability to be entertaining. So definitely do it, but it's not focused. You know what I mean? You don't have to.
But you want to kind of make a pitch to the sponsors that you have that group of cool people.
Right.
Like in the commercials, so that's really what you're aiming for.
Monster very specifically stated that they don't need us to win tournaments, they just need us to at least participate in tournaments.
Yeah.
And you have to practice to do that.
Yeah. That is very true. After all, that's what counts in the end. And honestly, if people just drink Monster, that's really what StarCraft 2 is about, I think.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're going to We're going to push over 100 drones lost this game, unless these Hellions do just attack the spawning pool.
And they might. I don't think I ever saw over 100 drones per
There you go. Now you do. It happens.
So this...
I think here's what I recommend. You and I just leave this game. It's over. So let's just go ahead and hop out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's just go ahead and get out of here. And then we'll get the next game going.
We shouldn't let our players dictate.
No, we're the captains. We decide when this begins and ends. Alright. So that does mean that it's all tied up. It comes down to the ace match. It's going to be Huck against... Let me see who Team Liquid's got here. I guess it has to be Yos. To decide who wins EG versus Team Liquid in the Papa John's Super Bowl Millennium Challenge of the 2010 to 2013 Promise season. Really big match. Winner of this gets $500 from the opposing team's rich CEO. Well, I mean, in Victor's case, you know, middle class. It should be a lot on the line. So we're gonna bring Yos on to NA. Go ahead and invite him. What map do you think we should do, Dario? I'll let you pick.
I'm looking at the what we got available. So let's see. What about Shadow
Someone said
Temple?
scores 4-3. Is it only 4-3? Didn't JOP got what? 2 kills? Did he only get 2? No, Demuslim got 1. Demuslim killed Tunisia. JOP got 1 kill. Oh, so it's 4-3. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not quite as exciting.
What? I cannot invite
All right. Well, it's 4-3 then. You got to win 2 now.
Yes. It's your last game, and we still have to win 2.
Right. Wow.
Can you join?
Yes. This guy tweeted at me to say that I should get cancer. Yikes. Yikes. Alright.
Oh, you're still in the game?
No, I joined. I'm in the game with you. Oh, no.
Oh, I don't... Oh, I think it's bugged.
People, yeah, they just randomly invited me. Go ahead. Invite me now. Some people just want attention.
That looks good.
Alright, so if Team Liquid wins this, we take it. We get $500 of dirty EG money. If Huck should beat Rhett, then it will be the ace match that I previously hyped up erroneously. Looks like they want to do TVT. Do we allow this? I guess this is their best off races.
Well, TVT is fine. I mean, it's definitely...
Yeah, we only saw ZVZ. We didn't see TVT, so that's fine. IDC up to Yos. IDK how to play either, really? Alright, Huck's gonna go Zerg. All comes down to this.
Definitely gives a home advantage to Red, because he at least plays CVT, so he at least knows how
Little known fact, in Brood War, Rhett played TVZ. And he was actually one of the absolute best non-Korean TVZ players.
Well, he was just one of the absolute best non-Korean players, period.
Yes,
so.
But the thing is, he played Zerg in the other 2 matchups, so that's what made that spectacular.
Yeah, indeed. Oh my god, Shadow Temple has some memory too.
It's a good map.
I like how you can't take like a proper third base on many of those old maps, because it was just blocked off by rocks.
Yeah. Alright. Stefano says he's ready now. He had to actually update StarCraft. But he might not get to play him. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he definitely is not going to play, because if Huck loses, it's over.
Yeah, but we won't tell him that. We want him to just spend time on StarCraft for a while, I guess. Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe we should have made Lost Temple actually, not Shadow Temple.
Yeah, maybe, but this is fine. This is that Shattered Temple. Oh, I think it's always had the rocks there, right? The top left and bottom right expansions. Didn't they do something to change that up? What was the change to Shattered Temple that made this a little bit better of a map? I can't remember.
Wait, it wasn't just the change that they made Shadow Temple instead of Lost Temple? Wasn't that just it?
Maybe, yeah.
Because in Lost Temple you could drop a door on the natural, and you could just kill the natural.
That was nice.
Oh, that's a change they did to Lost Temple already though. Like they made the cliff a little bit different. But I don't think they changed this map. Maybe they made the middle more open or something?
Huck doing, this is 1 base 4 gate now. This is his other build. Is it going to be a Ling Baneling bust, you think? Like the worst one we've ever seen, or?
It could. Little bit of trivia on this map, by the way. I beat Huck with a 6-pool, even though he did go for a normal 13 gauge and dropped off the wall with his salad, but then still managed to lose.
So Rhett sees everything, and I feel like he counters this with this single Reaper pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just...
Huck is now not mining gas. There we go. Wow,
and his circlings are running through.
He's going to the close spawn. This is pretty bad. This is really bad already. Huck's not even retired.
Well, I mean,
he plays as much StarCraft as a retired guy, but like he's.
Yeah. Well, I think the nice thing is this show match pretty much settles like the fact that
K-Bro's a better third.
Not just that, but that Huck is not, in any position to complain about it. Players of other races.
Right.
But he's still not going to see it like that, because that's the branding we put out there.
Yeah.
He's kind of a little bit of a bad boy. So,
this is a pretty bad Reaper, actually.
Yeah, wow, he's actually going to lose it.
He actually managed to lose a Reaper.
That is pretty impressive.
That is depressing, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't expect this low level of play from the two of them. This is pretty bad. We got a bunker going up and a factory.
A 5-minute CC.
Yeah.
And
Reaper's just kind of back at home. I guess it's got to be worried about speed pretty soon here. And Huck's now mining gas again, so I do anticipate Banelings. Super late. Second gas now. Maybe Roachborn, I guess. If he does make a Baneling nest and it's this slow, I'm going to be so sad with how bad that is.
Maybe he's going to make a lair.
Yeah, 2-base Muta maybe?
Oh no, he's making a Roach run.
Okay.
I don't think that's much better, to be honest. Especially because Red is just making a tank.
Is he actually making a tank? He is.
Yeah. So
that's kind of smart though. It covers Banelings and this.
And
look at that micro.
It just covers Huck basically, right?
It's that hack StarCraft 2 micro, or StarCraft Brood War rather.
Yeah, that's pretty good choice of build.
Overlord on the high ground does see the CC, and that's the 3rd CC. So if Huck ever believed that he needed to 1-base all in, he's actually making a lair.
Oh, somebody probably told him about that.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're right.
Good play.
This is 1 gas tanks, by the way. Interesting.
It's very, very old school.
One second, I'm gonna alt tab real quick. Okay. Fumble. There we go. Come on, Seahawks. I know I'm not watching because I have to do this show match thing, but you can win. It's all build a spirit bomb, put it out there. This Overlord's gonna die, and that's pretty weird.
It did get scouting.
It did get some scouting?
Yeah, I saw the 2nd CC.
Well, you already knew about that. No, yeah. It only saw a factory that he already scouted, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's true.
Huck went lair for Roach speed off of low econ 2-base. This is actually... I'm going to use the word unbelievable, but I think it is believable. I think this is... how bad? How would you describe how bad this is? Because unbelievable is not accurate. It's believable.
Well, I'm just gonna say that when we played StarCraft 2 in the beta in 2010, we would probably have had 40 more supply, or, well,
Yes.
40.
Yes, 3
Yeah.
years ago. And he's actually circumventing the tower right now that he controls. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you think he understands that he controls his own tower?
Well, I mean, the Hellion could be coming in that direction. But, you know, this is just a next level play.
Look at this. This is the worst 9-minute all-in, and then there's going to be actually maybe 5 tanks by the time he gets there.
I just want to point out that in about 2.5 minutes, Stefano would be maxing out of 3 bays, having 4 hatcheries. Just, you know, just to make a little bit of a comparison.
Yep, so it's going to be 3 tanks. Red even pulled it off the cliff in case there was spotting, but we know there's not. Oh no, there's actually an Overlord coming up. It might be for that. I gotta say, as bad as what Huck's doing, Rhett's defense is hilarious, by the way. Look at this, like, mini chub of a wall in. There's 2 weirdly placed bunkers.
Yeah, but I think the tanks are just going to be too
2
much.
SCPs repairing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna...
He killed a tank.
Yeah, and a bunker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad.
You know what's funny, though? If Rhett goes 2 down this ramp, and this wall-in is not actually a wall-in. I mean, Huck is actually doing the dumbest all-in ever behind this, but it could work if Rhett goes down that ramp.
But I think it's too much. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get the tank. Oh my god.
It's too bad the Muslim is not a referee. We should have made him a ref.
The perfect counter to Huck is just to make him more defensive.
So
he has Overlord speed coming out.
I'm kind of tempted to just leave the game.
I know. I'm wondering if we should.
Because this is a train wreck.
Rhett's like, good. I held off an all-in. Now I can quad CC in my main base and get up those 2nd tier upgrades. No, he's gonna have barracks. I do appreciate that.
Both players have 61 supply.
You know, for all the jokes about harvesters, Rhett has the same number of harvesters as Huck.
It's true, and he's not making any SCVs.
Can't drone as hard as Terran, I guess. Look at this Wallen. Why not just go?
See the gap in between.
What is he doing? Rhett, you're so adorable. There's a missile turret there now too. In case of like burrowed roaches, which I guess is possible.
No, that's actually smart. Like I like the turret. Okay, so Huck is making a hatchery in his main, even though he took out the rocks and the gold.
Well, he's gonna make another hatchery there too. Oh, he just spent all the money. Never mind. He's getting 1/1 upgrades. Spent all the money. This is breaking the brain.
I'm actually feeling like I'm losing skill.
The drone's just sitting there.
You know what's kind of sad?
Supply blocked again.
We used to play almost like that. Probably not much better, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is the longest game of StarCraft he's played in 2 years.
That's true.
This is Zerg or otherwise, you know.
Oh no, he's taking a start.
I know, this is unproven. We're actually watching history here. That's the first 3rd base that Huck's made in 3 years. He did it as Zerg. Put that in Wikipedia.
It is. So, pro players slowly rising in supply. Close to Medivacs are being made.
If he can, actually, this is a monumental moment because if Huck can take his gameplay from this game and transfer it to his Protoss,
he might be in good
I mean,
shape
we're talking about maybe, you know, round of 32 DreamHack. That'd be pretty good. Overlord's now.
It would be DreamHack all over again.
Yeah, DreamHack. Yeah. That was all PvP though. He needs to. That 3rd base. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The 3rd base is the other matchups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really like the Overlord spread. That's some Tilo-esque, you know, play.
Yeah.
He should really spread people. That's one thing I'm really missing in his play. The most defining factor.
Rhett going for his first aggressive move in 15 minutes.
Oh.
He's going to fly through the Overlord Forest. Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty big gap, so there would have been a chance that despite all the Overlords, it would have been missed.
I think the Overlords can converge on that drop, actually.
You know, it's really surprising that both players have the same amount of supply, even though, of course, Red's supply is much more valuable.
Yeah. Okay. Almost dropped that base. Oh, he did drop it, actually. That's...
Out of position in his natural.
Also, in Rhett's defense, it is a weekend in Europe, so he's drunk and probably having sex with a goat, so... don't judge him too harshly off his gameplay. You know what I mean?
There's also a little bit of lag on top of.
There is lag, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's every single
on top of the sodomy, that's also
yes,
no
the
problem.
sodomy and the bestiality. Is also the wooden shoes. The wooden shoes don't help; they tire the feet, and people underrate how important feet are in StarCraft 2.
Oh, of course. I mean, I actually heard that Red is basically playing with 2 pedals.
Yeah.
So that he can, you know, just make drones
2 pedals
like
and
that
power
with his feet.
glove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that fake Overlord drop.
Without any, you know.
Oh, it's the ultimate fake Overlord drop. It's just a passerby, basically. Rhett believes it, though.
Yeah. Not anymore, I think. This is the thing, if you do a fake drop like that and your opponent just reacts too slowly to it, it was a whole thing.
Yeah. Now what do the Overlords do? Okay.
It's interesting, they're just chilling out in a line. You know.
Perfect line, actually. It's really weird looking.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Look at the missile turrets everywhere. Rhett is not allowing for the possibility of tunneling claws, which hasn't been used in
Oh, actually, Huck is making the muta switch, which is, you know, interesting.
Oh, the 2 muta switch. Okay.
I also like to note that the macro hatchery he made in his main is not hotkeyed, so it's just...
Very good. Don't need to use it all the time. That'd just be selfish.
You just want to make the important units there.
Oh, there's why that missile turret's there. Huck gonna bust through. Oh, missile turret's too strong. He's gonna back away.
Red is actually leading the charge with his tanks. And,
oh my god.
You know,
he's so Marauder heavy.
It's fine though.
Oh, there's enough range in that. This won't be close. Yeah. It's weird, as a Protoss, he hasn't learned to fear Marauders as much as he probably should. Zergs know. Zergs know Roach versus Marauder.
Yeah, especially facing that kind of amount of Marauders without any splash damage. But, you know, I want to see that as Protoss.
Alright. If Huck can get this +1 air attack for his 8 mutas, he might still die.
And might probably means definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
In this case. Third base is gonna be taken out. Huck's still strong on 2 base.
But he does have that macro hatch though. You know the. Oh, and he just found out that he didn't have it. Look at that. There's like 15
nice.
eggs being used here. Okay. Well, with this win from Rhett, it's once again EG losing to Team Liquid, this time, of course, under my leadership. And now we get $500 of Alex Garfield's money.
Replay saved.
Which is really not different than the EG Team Leagues, in a way.
That's what we get paid to lose anyways, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have to apologize for my team. Obviously, they're not up to this.
Can you make the excuse? I'll be the best judge of this. Can you make explain to me why you guys lost?
Well, the fact is, EG is mostly an entertainment media company.
New age.
And in that case, we shouldn't really directly compare Team Liquid with Evil Geniuses in a competitive environment. So, if we would, you know, if we value how well both teams did, I think EG comes out as the winning team, really.
That was pretty short. I think you got another minute and a half to go with this.
I also want to, of course, thank my sponsors on top of that.
That's a good way to spend a minute
this
and a half.
showmatch possible. So, thanks to Raidcore Monster, Kingston Razor, Astro, Intel, Sapphire. I don't even know what is that. I need to change.
Keep going.
InWin? What is InWin? I never heard of InWin before. I think that's it. Maybe. Wait, I'm just looking at I'm just touching myself on the jersey and trying to find out all the angles. But no, I think that's it.
Okay. You'll get better at that. On Team Liquid, I want to do a quick shout out, of course, to Team Liquid, the website, all of our adoring fans, and I want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors, Razer, Twitch, Need for Seat, and Shiny Things. That's it, right?
Yeah,
that's all of them.
Yeah, it's not that it'd be like Liquid tries to make it easy for the players.
I made it easy. All right.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the players for sloppily going through this and embarrassing themselves in front of everyone for all of this. It's been brought to my attention that we also want to tell you guys that the pizza tier is being worked on, and as far as I know, the LOL music video is being worked on. So all these tiers will be accomplished. Oh, Barracuda. TL, you already forgot about Barracuda, and I need to give a shout out to them. They actually make some of the best refrigerators in the entire market that you can shop for. So if you need a Barracuda refrigerator, hop over to Team Liquid. There's a link at the top of the website. Click on that. It'll take you to... Wait a second. Nope, there's no links. There's no links to the sponsors on any of Team Liquid's websites.
I think you could.
You guys don't have that?
I think TeamLiquidPro.com does.
Yeah. Let me head over there. How do you get to TeamLiquidPro.com through Team Liquid, the website that people actually visit? Where is that?
You just go, I think at the top there's a bar.
The top has a bar. Let's see.
Top right side. Maybe
top
it should be top
right. Oh, Liquipedia, TSO4, Liquid Poker. Nobody goes there anymore. TeamLiquid Pro. Okay, clicked on it. And brings me to this website. Let's look for the sponsors.
Right side.
Right side, head sponsor. Oh, that's your title sponsor, or head sponsor.
Yes.
I click on it, and it takes me to the website. Very good. Oh, look at that. You guys have links to your sponsors. Okay. So yeah, go to TL Pro. That's a website. It's not Team Liquid. It's the other website. It's the one that you go to by the top right-hand side by Team Liquid Pro. And while you're up there, you can check out Liquid Poker. It's a relic of... I mean, it's a good website. And then TSO4. I didn't know you guys announced that. When's TSO4?
TSO4?
Yeah. When is that?
Wait a second. I do have a... I don't know. Isn't that still the really old one?
Oh, you guys already did TSO4?
Yeah, like...
I didn't hear about it. Okay. Well, that's you know, that's why they brought me on. I'll make sure people hear about it. So... while you guys are... What's up?
No, wait. This must be old, right? Yeah, it is old, of course.
Okay. While you guys are here, Team Liquid is playing against Alliance in Dota 2. And I've been asked by my new Team Liquid overlords to send you guys there. So make sure and go check it out. Through Twitch, I think. No one's giving me a link, so that's your best bet. And root for your favorite team over there. Team Liquid, of course, being the team that'll probably win, or those Mercenaries Alliance guys, whatever. But yeah, Dario, any final words?
I think everything that I'm required to say from my contract has been said.
Okay.
So that's why should I say more?
And I'm gonna just run a block of commercials. If you guys want to stick around and support, that'd be great. This is my salary for the month on Team Liquid, so hopefully I can raise about $15. And if I can do that, then I'll be able to buy French fries for the rest of the team, and we'll have a feast. So thank you guys. This has been Tier 8. There'll be more things coming out, and we appreciate your guys' patience. I will see you all soon. Beyond the Summit. There it is. Twitch TV Beyond the Summit for that match. All right. Bye, everybody. All right, buddy.
Okay.
that was fun.
Funny. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yep, bye-bye.
All right, see you, buddy.
Disconnected.
All right. God, Seahawks, come on. Yes, if you can hear me, roleplay is happening in 35 minutes. 35 minutes. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you later. Roleplay in 30 minutes if you want to hang out with me some more. Otherwise, have a great weekend. See you guys.